Alright. It's D&D time.
Alright, so, like,
they
anything
take
you
it
want to take care
down.
of before we really get
Not-
into it? Like, how much did it cost to get that owl
Yes,
head
it's a real thing. You
taxidermied?
have to pay it.
Before we really get into it, like,
I don't know. I didn't look that one up.
And where is it going?
Oh, it's
I
going
don't know. I
somewhere
didn't
in
look
the
that
hen
one up.
house.
Feel
We
free
can
to
we can mount it on the
inquire
center
about
hole.
that.
Oh, it's going somewhere.
Should we rename it to Hooters?
We can mount it
Gotta
on
get
the
2
center
owls for that.
Should we rename it to Hooters?
Hey.
Don't tempt us.
Or we could go with
Gotta get 2 owls for that.
Should we rename it to Hooters?
or we could go with Twin Beaks.
Nice.
Twin beaks.
I like that.
That's pretty good, actually.
Kaka! Strikes again.
Oh, very nice. All right, well, yeah, you can inquire about a taxidermist if you want.
What?
All
Oh,
right, so where we left off last time. Last time, the night after your return from Thunder Tree, you were ambushed in your sleep by a drow assassin. The party managed to survive the encounter, and with some quick thinking, were able to rout the drow who cast darkness spell and vanished into the night. After losing his trail beyond the borders of Phandelver, you decided to assault Cragmaw Castle. You stormed the halls of the keep, slaughtering goblins left and right, only to find the same assassin in discussions with King Grawl, the bugbear leader of the Cragmaw tribe. After killing both the drow and King Grawl, you then proceeded to rescue Gundren and found his map of Wave Echo Cave stashed in the bugbear's chambers. After the previous encounter with the assassin, the party then decided to spend the night in the henhouse, barricaded inside to prevent further intrusion, and left one person on lookout duty just in case. Gundren stayed with the party in the henhouse that night as well, just in case there was any further assassination or capture attempts. Then there were no further events, so the party spent the rest of the week kind of getting the henhouse set up for business. The local woodworker came in and set up the stage with its additions that are finished and now ready for business. So that's where we'll open the session. The party and Gundren are having breakfast at the henhouse early in the morning. Gundren's currently chatting with the party about plans to rescue his brothers, who he thinks may be actually at Wave Echo Cave. And that's when you hear a knock at the front door. It's early in the morning.
I'll get it. Yeah, I walk over and answer the door.
All right. You open the door, and standing outside, you see 4 characters. And hold, please. All right. You see a female half-orc, a female tiefling, a halfling carrying a lute, and a familiar dwarf that you all recognize from Jinzy's game of Dwarven Roulette the other night. "It's me, Delg Frost-Tankard," he says. "I heard you were hiring for your new establishment. Well, I'm your dwarf. I'm keen to give up the mining trade, you see. It's awful work, and I know pints better than most. Sent word to a few others that I knew as well." And with that, he gestures to the others, who introduce themselves to you. And they introduce themselves. The half-orc is Nargle Iron Fury, and she is a cook. She has a dark mohawk, brown eyes, and very dark skin. And she's got like a muscular, athletic build. She tells you that she's actually from Neverwinter, but she decided to venture into the country to make a living because there's currently many woes in the city of Neverwinter. A lot of stuff going on there. Her specialty is a capone pie, which is chopped chicken with currants, prunes, cloves, and ginger cooked in a pie shell, served steaming hot with a side of vegetables. Makaria is a female tiefling dancer. She has silver hair, reddish-purple skin, and horns of the same color that protrude from the sides of her head and kind of curl backwards. She's about 5'8", has a slender build, She tells you she previously worked at the Wild Ogre in Neverwinter as a dancer, and came to Phandelver to escape the city.
I turn around and look at everyone and go, dibs.
And finally, the halfling is a barrel-shaped, stout male bard that stands about 3'4", and his name is Hobart Tallfellow. Yes, short, braided, reddish hair and brown eyes, kind of like sunburnt skin. He's got a round face, a big old hat, and a knobby nose. And he tells you that he's a longtime friend of Delg's. And to show off his talents, he sings you a song called "The Body Body of Biddy Biddy," which is a raucous account of an old woman accidentally restored to youth and beauty. And the song makes liberal use of alliteration and plays on words such as "Her newly charmed charms were enchanting enchantment. Passing by the barracks led to the guardsman's advancements."
Yeah, we'll talk.
All right, so they all sit there waiting expectantly for you guys.
Come on in. I invite them in, and I turn around and I look at everyone's like, guys, this is the dwarf that had to drink the dwarf piss the other night.
He says, "I'll get you back for that one day."
I go up and slap the dwarf on the shoulder and be like, I heard about that. This one over here is the wily one. He'll get you.
It was
That he will.
It was his game.
Not to say that you're not a wily one.
Fair.
We were all winners that night.
That we were.
All right, so they kind of just start making themselves comfortable and say, "Well, we're here for when you need us." And I don't know when this place opens, but we can talk money later.
Works for me.
Of course.
Excellent.
All right. So they all kind of start checking the place out while you guys are hanging out.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, to be fair, the current stock of food and wine and beer is probably a little bad, so we'll put in the order for that immediately. But yeah, we're happy to have you.
Oh, it is. You hear Nargle kind of like throwing stuff around in the kitchen. She tells you basically that you got to get rid of all this shit and order new stuff.
Yes, ma'am.
Ask them all, in all of your expertise of each of your individual professions, is there anything that you would see that we need done right away?
Well, and this is Delg speaking up, he says, "I'd say you need a manager, especially with you guys always out on adventures. And I'd be happy to fill in for the time being. I can do both. And I'll be happy to give you a report on your earnings. And we can talk wages when you guys have some time to think about it."
I peek out. Sounds good to me.
Sounds good.
Well, it's settled then. He takes a place behind the bar and starts like going over your cups and your dishes and stuff.
I'm in the back with what's the cook's name?
Nargle.
Nargle. I'm in the back with Nargle, and I'm like, yeah, it's fine. We got a trap door over here. Right? We can actually throw everything down in there, and just let it. We can burn it. That'll.
Yeah, kind of looks curiously down at the trapdoor and, all right. And she picks up a knife and starts like sharpening it.
Yeah, that probably won't be the worst thing we burned down there. But you look pretty handy with that knife.
Indeed, I am. She says. She flings it across the room and it like sticks in the wall. Thunk.
Oh,
Says,
nice.
"This isn't my first rodeo."
Oh, cool. I want to fling my knife across the room right next to hers.
All right, roll just a straight dexterity with your just roll like an attack. Oh snap! Oh, with the short sword. Well, we'll call it the dagger. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fine. It's the same roll. You throw your dagger across, like just kind of looking at where she landed her kitchen knife, and it like embeds like right in the wood next to it. Kind of quivers there. Pugging.
I kind of look at her and wink. It's like, not my first rodeo either. I have a feeling
She
you and I
gives
will
you a
get along just fine.
she gives you an appraising nod and says, all right.
All right, I walk up and grab my dagger out of the wall and head back into the main room.
What was the tiefling's name?
Macaria. I'll
I
share
go to-
their thingies.
Macaria, and be like, will this stage be accommodating for you?
She kind of runs her hands over the the stripper poles, does a little spin around one of them. She says, "This will do nicely."
Just let us know if there's anything else you may need.
It's a little country-ish, she says, as she like, it's like a wooden pole. But I didn't come here to find another place in the big city.
Well, at least if you get splinters, you'll know they're authentic.
All right.
I'm gonna sidle over to Hobart.
Cool. Nargle.
All right. Hobart pulls out his lute, starts kind of strumming another jaunty tune.
Little man, do you know any Uthgard songs?
Uthgard songs, he says. Well, what clan are you from?
Elk.
He thinks for a minute. I don't know if I know any from the Elk clan. Hold please while I look up Uthgard songs.
I'm sorry about the DM offering.
When we
Talk
really wanna
amongst
mess with him-
yourselves.
When we really want to mess with him, just ask him things that he's gonna have to make up on the spot.
He says, in fact, I don't think I know any barbarian songs, come to think of it. Maybe you can teach me one.
Barbarian songs. Ask for Uthgard songs.
Oh, fair enough. Well, I don't know any of those either.
Fine. I kind of step
But-
away.
I do have many other songs in my repertoire. If I can find them. And he shuffles around in his case. He says, I've got me old fair lady. And he says, this song is for two dancers, a man and a woman. And then he starts like singing the song and basically song about just kind of like an old romance song. But everybody's supposed to clap and dance and stuff.
So, I look over at Makaria. I was like, show me your best move.
Oh man. All right, she kind of like sticks her legs out and like flips over upside down and like twirls on the pole and like flips over in like a graceful arc. Just lands on her feet. Gives you like the side eye.
Oh. Okay, I walk up to the pole and I try the same thing.
All right, make an athletics check. Oh, snap. And you even have -1. Nat 20. You kind of like look at what she did for a second, and then you gracefully, albeit at a much shorter height, do the same thing at the bottom of the pole. Twirling with utmost grace. And you even like whip out a dagger and like fling it as you're like upside down, and it like embeds in the bar. And you like flip back over.
Yes.
She gives you a nod and says, I think you may have missed your calling.
No, I'm happy where I'm at. And I walk quickly away and grab my dagger out of the bar.
I've seen him fight. He did miss his calling.
At that, everybody gives a little chuckle.
I don't have to listen to this. I go back in the kitchen with somebody who's nice.
Nargle's there, currently dumping stuff down into the hole. And she pulls out like a fire starter and just like dumps the whole thing on fire. And there's just like a smoldering like pile now like under the trapdoor.
And that's how
Oh.
Jinzi got someone to burn down our fucking inn.
I kind of I walk over and lean over the trapdoor. I'm like, under my breath, I'm just kind of like, well, at least that'll take care of the evidence. And then I start whistling and walk away.
Smelling smoke, I walk into the kitchen.
Nargle is kind of at that point. She's like stamping out, sort of like the remains of the fire a little bit with her bare foot.
Why are you burning things inside?
He said I could do it. She like gestures towards Jinzi.
Okay, in the future, check with one of us first. He kind of likes seeing people die.
She kind of shrugs her shoulders and goes back to like rooting back through the barrels to see what else is in there.
I glance back at the smoldering ruin of the hole that we used to have in the floor, and then I shake my head and then walk back out into the bar area.
Gonna go to Makari and ask her, do you happen to know any other fair ladies such as yourself that may require occupation in due time as we start to get things running?
She she kind of whispers you to come over closer, and as you stand next to her, she kind of says, "Well, I do, but I'm actually kind of on the run, if I'm being honest.
Oh.
So I haven't told anyone where I'm coming from or where I went. I'm from Neverwinter, like I said, but there's some unfortunate persons that I'm trying to avoid. So I haven't told anyone where I've gone. And I'd prefer if you keep it on the, the down low, if you don't mind."
I whisper back to her, be like, you have safe haven with us.
All right. At this point, Gundren kind of speaks up and says, "Well, laddies, what do you want to do? Shall we go rescue my brothers?"
Sounds like fun to me.
It's like a plan.
They've been, I haven't heard from them in a while. No, obviously I've been captured, so that would be difficult, but it's been over a week now since we've been here and still no word, so I think we should go check out Wave Echo Cave at some point here in the near future. Is there anything else you want to do first?
Still want to get this owl head taxidermied.
I think
Glad you have your priorities straight, he says.
I believe we also have some spare equipment we may need to sell.
Aha! Well, don't let me stand in your way.
If the lion shield's set back up, their shop.
Yeah, what do you say we head to town and trade everything and do some shopping?
All right. You guys head down to the town green. Unfortunately, the Lion Shield Coster is still a burning, smoldering heap. However, there have been some efforts to clear the ruins, and it looks like they might be setting up to rebuild at some point, but it hasn't started yet.
All right, well, we can head up to Barthen's Provisions.
All right.
Oh my god.
Sorry about that.
Gotta give him another bone, man.
Yeah, I know.
Something. All right. You guys make your way over to Barthen's, and Elmar comes out to greet you. It's been a minute since I've seen y'all around here. What can I do for you?
Hey, we got some stuff we'd like to trade in.
All right. What do you got?
I've got a heavy crossbow and a long sword.
All right. Check on that for a minute. He says, I'll give you... Let's see. I'll give you 40 gold pieces for the crossbow since it looks a little worn. And the longsword, I'll give you 10 gold pieces for. So that's
Done.
50. All right.
I also have a heavy crossbow and a long sword.
He looks over at his stock and says, "Yeah, I can do one more. Especially with the lion shield down, people are coming over here trying to trade for weapons and stuff." So he gives you the same deal.
All right.
I've also got this Red Brand's cloak. I'm probably not going to need any more.
He looks at the very tattered, dirty cloak and says, "Why don't you keep that as a memento?"
All right, I'll burn it later. That's fine.
Just not in the hole.
What are you talking about? We can hang him up in the hen house.
Arthur, do you know anyone in town that does taxidermy?
Taxidermy. He thinks for a minute. He says, "Well, maybe Darren Edermath. He's a ranger of sorts. He might be the one that first comes to mind, or I don't think anyone at the Miners Exchange would be able to help. But yeah, maybe check with Darren."
Excellent. Thanks for the help.
All right, well, if there's anything else, let me know. With that, he goes back to tending his shop.
All right, well, that's it for me. I'm done.
I want to go to the Edermath Orchard.
All right. You guys head over to the orchard, which is over here. And Darren and Ferran's son are out there early in the morning working on the orchard trees. He greets you.
Oh, yes, I should probably go check on that.
Your son?
Dad! He runs over to greet you now. "Did you bring me any new weapons?"
No, I don't have anything for you quite now. I need to find something that will be a little bit more towards your stature, but I will get you something.
He looks slightly crestfallen, but then perks up a little bit. And Darren says, "What can I help you with?"
Well, heard pray tell you might be able to help me with something. You familiar with taxidermy?
He strokes his chin for a second and says, "What kind of animal?"
Owlbear.
Are you carrying the head right now, or is it
Yes.
back at the...
Yes. I am
So
carrying
that-
the head right now, and that's why I want to get it taxidermied, because it's 100 fucking pounds.
So you
It is very heavy, and I can't carry anything else.
He says, "That head?" And he points at the one in your hands. He says, "Well, I haven't done an owl bear before. Usually I do, birds or smaller beasts, but maybe we can work something out. Why don't you leave it here and hey, son, go get a wheelbarrow." So the kid runs off to get a wheelbarrow. I think, yes, it might take me a while, but maybe for a price we can work this out. How about, say about 100 gold pieces.
Sold.
All right, very well. Give me a week and I'll have it done.
Excellent.
This will be a test of my skills.
I
The
just
boy
need
comes
to-
back. You you take the 100-pound head, just kind of drop it in the wheelbarrow, and it just like crunches, and the wheelbarrow kind of sinks down a little bit. Says, I guess I'll have to be taking this up." So he picks the wheelbarrow up and kind of heads up the road towards his house with it.
I chase him down. I say, "Wait!" And I run up to him and I say, "I'll give you 10 extra gold if you make it cross-eyed."
He looks back over his shoulder at Orator and says, I don't know if your friend would really like that, but yeah, I don't know about that.
I notice him look at me, and I billow my cloak.
I think I better do. I think I better stick to the original order.
Fine.
Keeps walking off.
Right, is that Kung Fu tea?
Ding tea,
It is.
I think.
Oh,
No,
Ding
that's
tea. Nice.
It says Kung Fu.
Oh, is
Kung
it?
Fu tea's good stuff. It's Kung Fu. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Oh, nice. It is.
I'm jealous. I'll
I'll,
take
uh,
Kung Fu tea.
You have one not too far from you.
Yeah, I should go out.
You all
I'll
get
finish up
ambushed
with-
by 100 owlbears.
I'll finish up with Aptar, tussle his hair, and send him on after Darren.
All right. Runs after Darren, kind of like poking at the owlbear head, like in amazement.
Hmm.
All
Cool.
I
right.
forgot, he also said that he has something for us to.
I thought
Um,
we already
yeah,
did it.
go ahead.
Did we?
I think he told you.
Undead harassing travelers.
I think he told you about the owl, that old owl well with the necromancer.
Mhm.
I already
Uh,
went up there.
Oh, that's right.
We could go kill him.
But did we never went and talked back to that guy about killing the orcs?
I mean, he was not happy with us after, it turns out you had a Gen Z under your cloak.
But he still asked us to do something.
No, he asked us before that.
No,
right?
that was
I thought it was before, but and we still have that green dragon, right?
Yeah.
Up at Thunder Tree.
I'd be down with doing a dragon.
I don't like the look on your face when you said that.
Whoa.
Oh, it's a
my.
girl dragon.
Donkey, calm down.
Okay.
Oh god.
It's up to you guys.
Alright.
I'm down just so long as I get to kill something.
I mean, what's the most important thing? Gundren's family or everlasting glory?
Whew.
We all know the answer to that question.
That's a tough one. I'm not going to answer that. It's up to you guys.
I mean, we've already told Gundren we're going to go do the thing at Wayveko Cave, so we kind of have to, but
Yeah, we can go back for the dragon later.
are we getting paid for this?
We don't get paid for it.
I
What
feel
was-
like we're very bad at business.
What was it you were saying earlier about everlasting glory?
I feel more like we're in the everlasting glory hole as it is, okay? So,
The
You're on the other
gobstopper's
side of
the
the
evil
hole.
cousin.
We got paid
You're,
to
you're
drop
not on the right side of the hole.
Gundren stuff.
really living up to that cock and all name.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Where do you think the aw comes from?
We- the ladies, whenever you drop your pants.
That's more like a aw, completely different tone.
Either one sounds bad.
All right, well, let's go save his family.
Fine.
Okay.
All right, and with that, the heroes of Phandelver half-heartedly march out of town. All right, now you guys going straight there, or what's the plan here?
Yeah,
Gotta
let's
get our horses first.
Oh yeah, go grab the horses.
All right,
I would like
all
to
right.
make it look like we're not, doing an act of war.
You guys saddle up, strap on your leather,
Holla.
and
Ooh,
yeah,
don't mind if I do.
put those swords and axes on your back, and head out of town on the road again. Get some good road music. Ooh, here we
On
go.
the road again.
On the road again. Right. All right. Before you head out, you stop at the hen house, and Gundren gives you his map and says, "I'd go with you, laddies, but I'm getting too old for this kind of thing. I'm not really a fighter, you see. I've always been a miner." He has a total of 4 hit points. Yeah, he bids you farewell and says, there'll be a reward in it for you if you can get my brothers back or see what's going on in the cave. And report back when you know. Watch out for that black spider fellow. He sounds bad. All right.
Will do.
And with that, you guys head out. Back on the road. Oops. And now you guys know the location of Wave Echo Cave is actually not too far from Phandelver, about 15 miles or so. So you kind of ride through the foothills, following Gundren's map. There's no clear trail, obviously. And you kind of make your way sort of through the grasslands and into the hills. And you find sort of kind of not a trail, but just kind of a way to get through the foothills that, isn't super obvious. Like, there's a reason that people have not found this place for hundreds and hundreds of years. But you follow his map through, and you eventually come to a giant entrance, kind of hidden in like the side of the mountain, and kind of hidden behind some like brushes and trees, and you see like signs of excavation. Like clearly, him and his brothers have been at work, kind of uncovering the entrance, which looks like it had been buried sort of by landslides or by like the years and years of kind of erosion and stuff that have like worn down the side of the mountain. But they've cleared out the entrance, and there's kind of what used to be the remains of like a large doorway to kind of a cave entrance. And you guys gingerly make your way inside.
On the way in, I say, better luck.
Nothing happens. You do hear an echo, though.
Luck.
All right. Let's see here. Right. So, where is my notes? All right, so the entrance tunnel leads into a large cavern. It looks like it's supported by kind of natural pillars of rock with like 3 large stalagmites in the middle. And you're kind of at the you see this kind of off a little ways, and you're kind of in the entrance tunnel right now. And let me switch over to that view. All right. As you walk in, sort of the ancientness of the place kind of settles on you, and you feel sort of the magic lurking in the place, especially you, Veron, with sort of your sensitivity. You feel that kind of the very stone around you is kind of just full of potential, full of magic. And you also hear the crashing of waves about every couple minutes or so. As you walk in, you just hear almost what sounds like just a giant ocean wave like crashing in the distance, and it just like echoes, and you hear echoes of it like as you're coming in through the tunnel.
There's a lot of arcane energy around this place.
The stones underneath your feet like shiver with the impact of the waves as they crash in the distance. It's very powerful.
Wow.
So we're hearing echoes of waves.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. The name makes sense.
It all makes sense now.
Alrighty. Well, let's make our way in.
Just a practical note, this map is like 2x the zoom of the other maps, so you may want to... I usually just like zoom into like 200% just so it's like similar scale. But just an FYI, each square is actually like twice the distance of the normal squares. Each tile per se. Alright, so as you enter kind of this big cavern here with the 3 stalagmites, over on your left here, you see 3 3 bedrolls and a heap of kind of supplies over in the western part of the cavern here, and it's very dark. Like there's no natural lighting in the cavern.
Can I investigate it and see if I can figure out how long that's been? Since I
Yeah,
got here?
absolutely. You also see sacks of flour, bags of salt, casks of like salted meat, and they're fairly old at this point. Looks like they've been sitting there for a couple weeks. Flasks of lamp oil, pickaxes, shovels, and other like mining gear. And amidst the supplies, you see the body of a dwarf miner who's been dead for at least a week.
Yeah, we may have found one of his brothers.
Go ahead and do an investigation check. All right. So as you kind of look at his face a little bit, and Jinsey, you get the 19. So Jinsey, as you kind of bend down and look at him a little bit, it's it's very dim in there, so it's kind of hard to see, but you clearly see the resemblance between this dead dwarf and Gundren. Kind of got the same hair color, similar facial features.
Yeah. Looks like one of his brothers, all right.
That leaves one unaccounted for.
Can I search him? Is that part of the investigation? See what I
Sure,
find?
you can. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, let me search him.
You kind of rifle through his pockets, and you don't find anything.
Nothing I can
looks
like take back to as proof.
He does have some some rings on his fingers you could potentially take back.
Yeah.
They don't look particularly valuable or anything, but
Yeah, so long as they'll identify him, then I'll go ahead and throw those in my bag.
okay. Over here, kind of to the northern side of the cavern, you see this section has kind of collapsed, and there's like a deep pit down here. And you kind of look down over the edge, and the pit is about 15, 20 foot across, like at the top where you guys are standing, and it looks like it's about 20 foot deep. So it's a pretty good sized pit. It looks like it was a cave in, but you can kind of see some openings, like across the other side of the pit. Like there's kind of an opening over here where you could potentially like climb up. There's like maybe 2 different openings
It's not the
on either side.
not the worst pit I've seen as I elbow Oratir. Are we supposed to be able to see something right now?
Not really, but I can open it up because
Okay.
it's really just the pit area. So there you go.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that makes some sense.
Yeah.
Look around a little bit more and see if I spot anything else. Can I?
Kidney shaped foreshadowing.
Okay, can I like look around up here to like see if I'd notice anything?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and make an investigation check. All right. You don't really notice anything in the cavern. The walls look pretty, it looks like a natural cavern. Like this part doesn't look like it was hewn out or anything like that. And the stalactites look pretty natural.
Okay.
Can I you said it's about 20 feet down? Into the pit.
Cool. Can you guys hear me? Hello?
Yeah,
Hello? Oh, there you are.
Oh, sorry. I I got cut off. I think my internet connection. I was just saying the dwarf is actually wearing a kind of interesting looking pair of boots. I forgot to. Oratir, you actually noticed that earlier. I just forgot to mention it.
Throne. You notice anything about these boots?
Is there anything that I can tell about them? If they have any kind of special capabilities or anything?
If you want to cast detect magic, you might.
I will do that.
All right. So you ritual cast detect magic, and you do indeed feel like the boots have kind of a magical essence to them. You're not sure exactly what they do, but yeah, you detect
there is
detect
some power.
They look like they might fit Jinsey.
Yeah. I guess I'll take them. Feeling kind of awkward of removing a dead dwarf's boots. I reluctantly remove them, holding them away from me as I move them around and put them in my backpack.
All right. As you hold them, you actually see them as you're kind of looking at them. They sort of like very subtly change size to like fit your feet, very very sort of imperceptibly. It almost looks like a mirage or something. It's like,
Can I?
Put on the cursed boots, Ryan.
do it, do it, do it, do it.
Okay, I'm putting on the cursed boots. Only because I want to, though, not because it was peer pressure.
All right. As you put them on, you don't notice anything different right away. But as you kind of walk around a little bit, you do feel a little bit lighter on your feet.
No.
As you put them on, you die.
Alright, I'm gonna call them dead guy's boots for now until I know what they are.
All right.
No, hey. Okay.
All right.
Okay, so with these new boots, is there anywhere I can see to like maybe try to jump across this?
Is there anything
Indeed.
on the other side?
There's kind of an opening, almost like a doorway type opening over here.
I can't see.
Kind of, at the. Oh, I'm sorry. Over here,
Okay.
and there's also one over here on this side.
Okay.
But those are down in the pit, right?
They're not at the bottom of the pit. They're kind of like, actually, I think they are at the bottom of the pit. Yeah, scratch that.
Okay. Yeah. Can I?
Wait.
Can
pull out a
I
rope.
guess attune with these boots to figure out what they are and what they do?
You'll have to sit there for an hour if you do,
Oof.
and do a short rest.
Okay, we can hold off on that. Yeah, I'll kind of slide down to the bottom of the pit.
Okay.
I pull
Go
out a
ahead
rope
and.
to let him down.
Okay, you can use a rope.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, go ahead and make a athletics check anyway. Okay. As you're sliding down the rope, you do feel the lightness kind of affecting you as you're sliding down the rope, and you know what it's normally like to kind of slide down a rope with your typical body weight, and you almost feel yourself like gliding down just a hair. Like you still go down at a typical speed. It's just you feel lighter as you're
Gotcha.
falling down.
Cool.
All right. As you get to the bottom, you kind of peer into this side over here, and you see a tunnel.
Okay.
And you can see down the other tunnel as well on the other side.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I kind of yell up. I come back and yell to both of them like, "There's hey guys, there's tunnels on both sides. You should get down here. Looks like a way to further into the cave."
I want to look around and see if I can spot anywhere where I could tie off the rope.
Okay. You could tie it to one of the stalagmites here or whatever.
Okay, I'm gonna tie the rope around that.
All right. Go ahead and make an athletics check. Whoever's like climbing down.
Fro, you want to go first?
I'll let you go first. I'll stay up here.
Okay.
I'm a caster, man. Gotta be far away.
All right, I'll do an athletics check then.
All right. You clamber your way down the rope a little bit clumsily, but you manage to make it to the bottom with no injuries or anything.
I'm gonna stand at the bottom just in case when Farone comes down.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
Farone leaps off the edge, light as a feather, one arm holding the rope, and just slides down and lands gracefully.
Nice.
Oh,
In true high nature.
that was pretty.
Show off. All right, I want to peer over here, see if I notice anything.
Okay. Make a on the right side here.
Yeah.
All right. Make a perception check for me.
I noticed nothing.
You continue to hear the crashes of the waves, and not much else.
From where I'm standing, can I tell which direction the sound is louder in?
It sounds about the same on both sides.
Damn it. All right, well, I'm going to stealth, and I'm going to go through this one over here.
Make a stealth check for me. Let's see. All right, hold please. Let me see here.
No, hey, come here.
All right. So you kind of stealth into or you try to move into this side a little stealthily. But as you kind of step in a little bit, your foot like kicks a pebble, and it kind of clatters off a little bit, making a little bit of noise in this side of the cavern over here. And you hear what sounds like something moving around over there.
Okay.
Not sure what, but you hear some scraping noises.
Do the rest of us hear it as well, or just Jinsey?
You guys all hear it after Jinsey kind of kicked the pebble and made a bunch of noise. You guys hear a little bit of a reaction.
What the distance of these squares is 5 feet?
The ruler
Yeah.
works correctly to scale, so you can measure.
Okay. So I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion. And I can cast it about up to right here in front of this first area.
Okay.
So I'm going to kind of. I'm trying to think of what sound I want to make that would draw something out. Like, let me make the sound of like a little beast, like a critter, like, you know, kind of whimpering, kind of like it's lost.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Or
I mean, yeah, you go ahead and cast it. So it's like
Yeah.
a squirrel or something.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you cast the sound, you hear like this cheeping noise, chittering noise, and go ahead and make everybody make a perception check for me.
Very protective.
Damn.
My rolls are great
Oh,
today.
snap. You kind of peer into the darkness trying to see down the tunnel, but it's pretty far. You know, it's like 30, 40 feet, and you don't really hear or see anything.
Okay. Well,
Can we change the name of our group? Can we change the name of our group to horror movie protagonists?
Right. All right. Well, I'm gonna start making my way down this tunnel.
Making my way downtown.
We're gonna make that joke every session.
Seriously. All right. So you come to an intersection and you see kind of another corner up here. You see this room kind of opening into a little bit of a cavern, or like a cavernous sort of hallway.
Mm-hmm. Did the sound of the waves get louder?
You can't. It doesn't really sound like it at this point. It's about the same.
Okay. So
There are waves.
So if I walk down right here, does it sound like it got louder?
Nope. About the same.
Okay.
That's the magic of the cave. There are
You're also hearing it as an echo, and you can tell it's an echo. Like it sounds pretty far away. So you're not going to be able to hear if you're a lot closer or a lot farther, probably for a little bit yet.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna continue on going this way. Do you guys want to come on?
We'll slowly creep up behind them.
Okay. So as you enter this area, you see kind of many tunnels, and stop there for a second when you guys get there.
Okay.
Many tunnels kind of intersect at this sort of natural. It's a high cavern. The ceiling's about 30 foot high above you, so I mean it's like cathedral sized. The walls are kind of carved with like simple reliefs showing dwarf and gnome miners hard at work. And you kind of realize that this is definitely it. I mean, this was the site from 500 years ago where multiple races came together to like work on this thing together. Let's see. You see kind of rusted scraps of armor laying around, and there's actually a bunch of skeletons, kind of like in the armor still, laying kind of all over the cavern floor, sort of in the corners and stuff as you see them. And you kind of notice them as your eyes continue to adjust to the darkness. Some are like dwarf skeletons, while the others look like maybe orc remains. And there's about a half a dozen brass lanterns that are standing like in niches in the walls or on ledges kind of around the cavern walls. At one point it looks like this place was lit up, but they've all been long, long dark, and they're all very dusty.
I turn back to Frone. Do you have light? Because we could use some of that right about now.
I have a lantern of revealing, but I don't have any oil.
Ooh, you dirty, dirty boy.
I'll cast
torches.
light on my staff.
Cool, we got light.
So wait, Jinzi, are you wearing armor?
Leather.
Guys hear me?
Yes.
There he is.
hear you.
Yep.
Hello,
We,
hello. You guys hear
we
me?
lo-
Okay.
Yeah, we
hear you.
lose
I
you.
was gonna say that's a cantrip, right?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, just for a second. Yeah, okay, so you cast light on your staff, and let me do that actually real quick. Let's see. Is that 60 feet of bright light? How much bright light is that? Let's see. It says
20
bright
foot.
light and a 20-foot radius. All right. And dim light in another 20 feet. Is that what it says? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
So
single
40.
Yeah, I
Alright,
guess
you should be able to see it now.
last time, but I don't think it mattered too much. But I guess I cannot cast mage armor on. Because
Okay, what?
So I was gonna see if I could cast mage armor in Jinzi, but it says a willing creature who isn't wearing armor.
Gotcha. Okay. As you illuminate the light, you notice suddenly shapes that were blending into the walls around you suddenly start to move, and a creature lunges out of the darkness at you. Everybody roll initiative.
This is why you always attack the darkness.
Oof. Jinzy. Caught flat-footed.
Hang on, let me reload my game. Like,
Yeah, mine's being a little squirrely too.
I was talking about my bad rolls, but I didn't select my guy anyways.
All right, let's.
Damn it.
Oh, you cheating bastard.
Just start rolling out
He
again.
can put or hang on, maybe I can do it. Yeah, here. All right, there we
Oh,
go.
more Gricks. Yay.
That one's huge.
I'm going to get my fucking Grick hide. Watch.
All right, so.
Oop.
Let's see. Get him on the initiative order. Oh man, these rolls.
Hey, we've
right.
been dealing with it. Now you have to deal with it.
I know, right? How does it feel now?
Big DM God can't even roll anything.
Oh no. All right. So you see a giant Grick kind of reveal himself and like the camouflage roll off of his body as he like slithers out from the wall, and you see kind of a regular sized Grick, the size of the one you fought before down here, and he kind of slithers off the wall as well, and they both raise their tentacles and hiss at you.
I turn around in front and I say, "Do me a favor and turn the light back off."
All right, Farone, you're actually up first, so what do you want to do?
I don't think any of that's. Ooh. I'm gonna back up a little bit to here. And I'm gonna cast Firebolt at the big guy.
All right, go for it. That hits.
Nice.
Holla.
Good hit. Nice.
Good damage,
Whoosh. You quickly spin around, step backwards, and fire off a firebolt. Slams into the Grick's beak, just exploding in his face. And he screeches and rears back, tentacles flailing. All right.
That's all I'm good for the round.
Okay. Wartier, you are up.
I'm gonna do something totally out of character and not rage.
Nice.
I'm gonna attack the little one,
All right.
and I'm gonna do a reckless attack.
Okay.
Not that I needed to.
Nice.
Oh.
Hits. All right. You spin around, whirling on the Grick behind you, who's still kind of up against the wall, and you rush him and just slam your axe into him. Ah! You just hear the screech as the beak starts like flailing about, and the tentacles start flailing. That was a good hit on him. He looks he's starting to bleed pretty heavily.
This one's mine, boys. I'm gonna get this hide.
Okay, next up is the big Grick. So he just roars and kind of shakes off the fire from Furon's firebolt and charges. And kind of a very sinewy, like snake-like movement as he slithers along the ground and lunges at Jinzi, who's closest. He does a multi-attack on you, first diving in with its tail. Let's see. Or, sorry, beak, actually. Alright, so first he goes in with the beak for a 12 to hit. I think that misses, right?
You said 12?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright. So he slashes at you with his beak, and it clamps shut, like, right next to you. Kind of dance out of the way. And then he goes at you with his tentacles with a 15 to hit.
Yes.
That's a safe
All right.
scene.
Alright, so one tentacle catches you as you're, like, dancing foot to foot, trying to, like, dodge. And he damages you for... Ooh, he got a pretty good roll on that. He does a crit on you and damages 30 slashing damage. And
30
just
slashing
slams-
damage?
Yes.
Wait,
Alright.
30 slashing damage, slams into you with the tentacle, and just grabs you and, like, throws you basically with the tentacle.
Wait, how did he get a crit?
Well, hold on a second. Let me make sure that's right.
Because
It wasn't a crit. Sorry, it was a just a high roll. Like it was a crit on one of the damage, but that's not actually a crit. My
Okay.
bad. He just did a lot of damage that time.
Okay.
30 damage is a lot.
Well, yeah, that would have killed me.
Exact HP.
Are you down?
Well, no. How much damage do I take now?
It's 30. Yeah, it's 30 damage.
Okay. So I mean,
Okay.
so
Okay.
I'm dead. Or down.
Well,
at
you're
least.
you're unconscious.
Unconscious.
All right, so he slams into you with his tentacle, wraps it around you, and flings you kind of off to the side, and you actually kind of like go over here, and you are now unconscious on the ground. Yeah. Mark you. All right. That was his turn. This Grick is gonna lunge at you, Oratir, the one in front of you, and he's gonna do a tentacle attack for 8, which misses. And then, actually, let's see. Because he missed that, he's not going to make a second attack. Okay, so he tries to hit you with a tentacle, and you just bat it away with your axe. All right. Jinzi, make your first death save.
Let's see. Here it is.
That is a failure, unfortunately.
So mark off the failure.
Yep.
All right, Ferran, you're up.
Okay.
You may want to cast Mage Armor on yourself, buddy.
It won't do me any benefit.
Oh, you have armor?
No. I have no armor, but my staff gives me plus. It basically gives me the same as what I have, and then my staff gives me plus. So I'd be net even.
Hey, Ryan, are you sure you have the right health? Because, like, Ferran actually has more health than you. Are you... I wasn't really tracking it,
The
but...
dragon.
I mean, I have. I don't know. I'd have to go through and check.
Okay, well, we can check afterwards, but I just want to double check that we didn't, like, accidentally change it or something.
No.
I mean, over the course of 4 rolls for health, it's possible. 'Cause
Yeah.
They probably have the same hit die, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, that's like 5 points is good variance. And I think
Okay.
I think Farone gets +1 every level for being dragon, right?
Okay, gotcha. Okay. It's probably right then. Just double checking.
Yep.
How much does the big guy weigh?
Let's see. He's pretty big. Let me check real quick. He is a large-sized creature.
No.
And how tall is the cavern?
About 200 pounds.
How tall is the cavern that we're in?
30-foot ceiling. It's like a cathedral. It's huge.
Okay. I am going to then run over to Genzi. I have... Oh, wait, no, I can't do this because it's going to take my action. Yeah.
You said using potions is that we can do as a bonus action, right?
You didn't come through on my stuff for some reason, Ryan. But
Yeah, sorry. Didn't you? Can't we use potions on bonus actions? Or as bonus actions?
Yes, yeah, you absolutely can. Yep.
okay. Cool. So I'm going to... I have 2 potions of healing. I'm going to shove one down his throat for
Nice.
bonus action.
Go ahead and roll for healing.
How much do I do for that?
I think you can just click on it if you have it in your inventory. It's 2d4 plus 4, I think, for a regular healing potion.
I probably didn't put it in via the thing, so it's
Okay.
hooked up.
Just do 2d4 plus 4. I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Yeah, 2d4 plus 2.
Okay.
Two.
Okay, in that case, 6 then, total. So you gasp back to life with 6 health. And I will remove your thing.
And then I'm going to cast Levitate on the big guy.
Do it. Is that a Constitution save or? Let's see. Yeah, Constitution save. All right. So he's definitely unwilling. Let's see. The con save is 14. Let's see. He gets a 6. Nice. You speak the words and raise your staff, and the flailing giant Grick levitates up into the air. How high? About
20 feet.
20 feet. All right, you see his tail just kind of flailing and all tentacles flailing, and you hear just this awful wailing screech as he cries out. And he is now floating above you about 20 feet. Let me put a little marker on him. All right. Very nice.
You just gave him flying. What have you done?
There's just spittle raining down on you from his beak area as he's snapping and just clawing at the air. All right. Doing anything else for him?
No.
All right. Nice moves. Orator, you're up.
I'm gonna attack this little guy again.
Do it.
Reckless attack.
Also, you did reckless last time, right? So he should have gotten advantage on you. I think I forgot. So he did hit you with an 18, I think, unless 18 doesn't hit you.
18 hits me.
All right, so he did 10 slashing damage to you last turn then, with his tentacle. All right, and you rolled. Yeah, go ahead and roll for your attack whenever you're ready. 14.
22.
14 just hits. And was that reckless or no?
That
Sorry.
was reckless, yeah. I said
Okay.
that.
All right, so you slam it into him.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll for damage.
7.
You cut across kind of his midsection, and it opens up kind of a large portion of his snake-like body, almost severing it in half, but not quite. And he writhes around for a minute, kind of backing up on the ground. And he is looking extremely wounded at this point.
Gotcha.
Okay. Any movement?
Nope, I'm good.
All right. Let me check. On that spell, does he make a con save every turn? Let's see. You can
That's what I was
challenge.
looking at.
If you're a target, you can move up or down as part of your move. Otherwise, you can use your action.
I don't see anywhere where it says to do each turn.
I don't think it does. I think he gets the one save.
Yeah. He can move around if he can reach things, but that seems to be about it.
Okay. Yeah, I guess he's just floating up there then until you decide to end the spell.
Good job.
So for his
Good
turn, he
job.
just flails around basically, screeches at you, more spittle flies on you, and I'm sure in Greek language he's promising to do terrible, terrible things to you all.
Oh, yeah. So
All right.
if you cast it on yourself, you
Oops.
can move up or down. as part of your
Right, because you're controlling
yeah.
the spell
Yeah,
at that point.
right.
Yep. Okay, the small Grick goes again. He just keeps going for Orateer since he's right in front of him, and makes a tentacle attack for 19, which hits.
Hit.
And he does another 10 slashing damage to you.
Jesus fucking
Tentacle
Christ.
grabs onto your arm and just like rips part of your sort of arm, like flesh off. And then he follows that up with a beak attack for 12, which, oh no, actually 22 because you did reckless. So that hits as well for another 7 piercing damage as his beak slams into your shoulder. So 17 total damage.
Now I'm hurt.
All right, Jinzi, you're up.
I'm
Brought back to life.
Yeah, for my action and my bonus action, I'm going to use potions of healing.
Okay. I think you guys had some regular ones, and I don't know if you had any big ones left, or if you used them already. But at one point you did.
I used my big ones.
Probably should have gotten some of those before we left.
Probably.
All right, very nice. 16 points of healing for you.
Okay.
All right. Any movement?
Yeah. I'm gonna move right here.
Okay. All right, Farone, you're up.
All right, so also hitting this guy doesn't affect him at all, right?
Is that a concentration spell? It is
It
concentration.
is a concentration.
You
and it
can,
lasts for
as
10
long
minutes.
as you don't cast another concentration spell,
Yeah.
you'll hold on to it. So, yep.
Cool. So I'm going to burn a sorcery point, and I'm going to cast Twin Spell, and I'm going to hit both of them with a firebolt.
Yeah, about time.
So first one will be for the big guy.
All right. That hits. Wow, good rolls, man. He has a very high AC, so damn, son.
Damn it, Josh.
Say a good roll.
I jinxed you. All right. Your firebolt just grazes him a little bit and like hits one of his tentacles and burns him for 1 damage, but doesn't do a whole lot.
For the
Okay.
second guy,
Nice.
which is just the 2.
All right.
Not the
Tell me
plus
how he
5.
dies.
Even with just the 2?
Oh, not the +5. Sorry.
No, because that's the crit.
Oh, that was the crit. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. The other one slams into him, lights him up a bit. He's hanging on by a thread. Okay. Crappy damage rolls. That's unfortunate. All right. Orateer, you're up.
I'm gonna reckless attack him again.
Go for it. All right. Critical. Tell me how he dies.
I cut his head off.
Nice. The big sweep, his head flops to the ground, splattering around, and you keep that sweet, sweet hide for later.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And the little Grick is dead.
But
Not
I-
really that little when it comes down to it, but littler than the big guy.
I mean, apparently not, because he does more damage than I do.
He does a shitload of damage, dude. You guys just all ganged up on the other one. That's why he went down so easy. The one from the castle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, Orateer, anything else?
No, I'm good.
Okay, Grick Alpha flails some more. Jinzi, you're up. What are you doing?
I'm gonna shoot at the big one with my bow.
Okay.
Is this going to be the next few rounds? Us just shooting at this thing?
Probably. You take a shot at him and flex off of his very strong kind of hide armor that he has.
Okay.
He's kind of hard to hit, flailing around about 20 feet in the air.
Yeah, that's it for me then.
All right, Farone.
All right, so I'm going to assume that there's no height I can bring him to that helps Orateer, but does not help the Grick.
Correct.
I've got javelins, bro. It's fine.
Okay. So I'm just going to light him up with another firebolt.
Go for it. Wow, man. Good hit. All right. Another 6 damage. You see it explode kind of onto him from underneath. And it looks like it did some damage, but he's still looking pretty healthy. He's flailing around like very strongly. Doesn't look that hurt yet.
All right, I'm done. And this poor thing.
Guess you're just like murdering it slowly.
This is what we used to do in Arcade. Just levitate people and kill them.
All right, Orateer, you're up.
I'm gonna throw a javelin at him.
Go for it. All right. Let's
14.
see. Thunk. Hits the stone next to him.
Cool. I'm gonna move over
So,
here.
how long does this spell last? 10 minutes?
10
10
minutes.
minutes.
Let's see.
Buckle up.
That's a lot of rounds.
Hopefully he's dead before then.
All right, you guys better start hitting. All right, Jinzi, you're back up.
Yep, another short bow attack.
All right, go for it. Damn,
Jeez.
son. Ping, ping, ping. At this point, the Grick is just getting like more and like fire bolts and things are kind of like pinging off of him, and he can like not do anything in the air. All right,
That's it for me.
Pharaon, you're back up.
Gonna shoot him another fireball.
All right. That
15.
unfortunately does not hit. Firebolt glances off his armor. I'm gonna check something while you guys can keep going for a minute.
Everyone
I'm
just keep
just
rolling.
gonna tell you what his AC is, and somebody can tell me when you finally hit him. He's got 18 AC. He's a big bad beastie.
All right, I'm gonna throw another javelin.
All right,
20.
that one hits. Nice.
7 piercing.
Whoosh, this one slams into him, and you see it sticks in there, and doesn't come clattering back down. And he's got blood pouring out now a little bit. Looking a little bit hurt. Definitely not quite as strong as he was flailing about before.
Cool. I'm gonna do another short bow attack. I'm gonna use inspiration this time.
Nice. Do you have any of those poison arrows or anything left? Just a reminder, you had some stuff
I've
in your
got
inventory.
poison bolts, but they're for
Okay.
crossbow. that I don't
Oh,
have.
that's right. That's right. I forgot.
Cool. So that's the 22, and so I do 8 piercing.
Are you hiding, or
Like, why do you get advantage?
why do you get a 22?
Because I use my inspiration.
Ah, okay.
Oh, right. Okay, nice. That slams into him, and the bolt sticks in. More blood coming out. Now he's looking kind of hurt.
All right, let's continue this rotation.
Keep going.
Oh, don't hit.
Nope. Firebolt misses. How many javelins you got, Oratir?
I may have to collect some more.
Gotta walk around and get some.
Jinzi, you can use your stealth and hide and shoot with advantage. You just have to use your it's not just for daggers. You can
Yeah.
use your ability to shoot from the shadows,
Yeah, but
and you'll
you just
always
have
get
to-
advantage.
You just have to move out of like line of sight,
That's
Yeah.
right.
so you can like move around the corner there.
That's fine.
All
I'm
right.
about to Ortier, throw me.
All right.
He is 20 feet in the air. It's like 3 stories or 2 stories maybe.
Josh, are you saying Oratir can't throw the no?
2 office doors.
I'm saying you can try with a big old athletics check.
Oh no, my +6 might get used.
Where are you trying to throw him?
I think we should walk over behind him
Okay.
and then I'm gonna try to throw Jinzi onto his back.
Okay. Go for it.
John, you want to go ahead and do your attack first?
I did it, man. So
Yeah.
Ah, okay. All right, let's do the athletics check. All right, Jinzi, we're doing this again.
This is gonna be fun.
1, 2, 3.
Nice. You make it with a 17. So Jinzi, go ahead and make an athletics check if you grapple onto this guy. Oh, all right, nice. All right, so Oratir chucks you up in the air, and muscles bulging as like your 40-pound body goes flying in the air with just absolute strength. He hurls you up there like a shot put. It's like Olympic shot put style. do his clan proud. Anyway, you flail in the air for a second. The like kind of focused on Pharaon, and you slam into his back and just like clutch at his scales and just like hang on for dear life as you're like kind of flailing in the air as his like tail whips back and forth. All right, what do you want to do?
All right, I'm gonna attack him with my short sword and my
Oops.
dagger.
All right, so we'll say you can get your dagger out. You
Okay.
got one hand and both legs kind of wrapped around his tail.
Okay.
And you have just enough strength to kind of pull one, or just enough like dexterity to grab your dagger and try to attack him. So go ahead. All right. Let's see. And unfortunately, the dagger, you like jam it in, but he's flailing around so hard that you just like can't pierce through his hide at this point. And you just keep trying to stab. All right, but you're still on there.
Cool.
All right, Faron, what are you gonna do?
Oh, I'm gonna miss.
All right. The firebolt goes sailing past, like it almost hits Jinzi as like the tail's like whipping around and slams into the rock behind you, up in the ceiling. Ortier.
I'm gonna walk around and collect the.
Okay. All right. There's one sticking in him at this point, and a couple that have fallen, I think.
All right, so I'm back to 3,
All right, sounds good. 3 sounds like a good number.
and I'm gonna come back over near Faron.
All right.
That's it.
Cool. Yeah, that sounds good. You can take your action to pick them up.
Yep.
The Grick's gonna go. He's gonna try to reach around and like tentacle you, but he's gonna do advantage, Ryan, because you're kind of like in a tough spot for him to get to. Let's see. All right. He does hit you, and let me roll for damage here. He does 18 slashing damage to you.
Fuck.
With his tentacle. The tentacle kind of finds you on his back, and he manages to get hold of like part of your leg. Go ahead and make an athletics check for me to see if you can hold on.
What the fuck, man?
As he grabs you, rips basically part of your leg off. You just cry out in pain and like fall off of him. If anyone wants to take a reaction to try to catch him, I'll allow it. But he's falling from like 20 feet at this point.
I'll do it.
All right, so you dive over. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
It just wasn't meant to be, man. It just wasn't meant to be.
So, instead of catching him, you can't really see him like from the darkness of the ceiling. So he actually slams down on top of you. You both take 1d4 bludgeoning damage. Go ahead and roll.
Are you want me to roll, or are you gonna roll?
You guys can both roll for your own damage.
Fuck.
Damn. Wow, you guys are killing yourselves here. All right, so
Well,
Jinzi goes unconscious again.
Yep.
Ortier kind of his body slams on top of Ortier and like rolls off, flopping around. All right. Let's see. At this point, it's we'll call that Jinzi's turn. We're on your back up.
I'm a firebolting. Nope.
All right. Ortier?
Can I try to stabilize Jinzi?
Yeah, do a medicine check.
This is the best battle
Jesus
ever.
Christ, these rolls, man. I'm gonna say as you're trying to stabilize him, you actually like kind of make the wound a little bit worse. You're like the blood's like pouring out of his leg. Jinzi, go ahead and make a death save. You do succeed, and miraculously the blood kind of stops pouring out. You're not stabilized, but it's at least not like gushing out of your leg anymore.
But is that a success?
That's a success for the death save, 1 out of 3, but not a success for the medicine check, so he's not stabilized.
That's okay. Cool. So you still do get a success out of that, though. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the end, it kind of did help a little bit. All right. Let's see. So that was your action. Any bonus action or anything?
No, I think I've done enough damage.
You did use your reaction already to attempt to catch. All right. The Grick still can't do anything. Jinzi, you're actually up, so go ahead and make another death save. Pray you don't get a 1. Nice. All right. You got 2 successful death saves. Good rolls, man. You needed those. All right. So you're almost stabilized. Faron, you're up.
Yeah.
Nice. Finally get a hit on that firebolt. Oh man! Boom! This one was a good one. It slams into the Grick. You see him light up for a minute, and the fire kind of stays on him for a little while as it's like burning, and he's like squealing in the air. Blood's pouring down, like kind of dripping at this point, like down from the ceiling. And he's looking pretty hurt. Anything else?
Nah.
I'm
All right,
gonna
Ortier.
throw another javelin.
Bring him down. Bring him down. Nice.
It was so close to a crit.
I know, right? Roll for damage. Boom. Second javelin sticks in. You got one more left, and the
two more.
Grick. Oh, okay. Well, you had. There's two sticking in him right now, right? Because you hit him twice
Yeah,
with
but
the
I had
javelins.
Yeah, that's it.
Fair enough.
I just selected the others before I used the last one.
All right, so he's looking pretty hurt at this point. He's slowing down. He's not looking so hot. All right, Jinzi. Another death save. Ooh, that is a miss. So one failure,
But not a critical miss.
thankfully. All right, Farone.
Shoot a firebolt right at his face.
Nice.
Nice.
How does he die?
Yes. All right, I'm gonna like as he's flailing about, I'm gonna wait and line up perfectly, and shoot it right into his mouth.
Nice. The Grick's beak opens, and the firebolt just slams into it. And instead of like the normal cry you would hear, it's kind of like ah, as like the fire is just like melting it from the inside out. And with that, its limp body is still hanging in the air after some thrashing until you decide to release your spell.
I'll get rid of it now. He can
All right.
slowly float back to the ground.
You bring him back down to the ground, and his body just slumps, and kind of like a
No.
big heap on the ground, dead. Good
No.
fight, guys. That was quite the battle.
I don't know if the word "good" is what I'd use to describe it.
Yeah, you're still dead over there.
I want to try to stabilize him.
Okay, go for it. Do another medicine check. That succeeds, so he is now stabilized.
Cool.
All right. Bleeding stops. You manage to bandage up his leg and the other places he's been chomped and slashed and ripped.
No.
Ginger, I don't think the throwing thing is working very well.
He is
So far.
he kind of wakes up a little bit. I'm gonna give you one hit point,
Yeah.
and
I'm gonna
you
use a,
hobble to your feet.
I'm gonna use a potion.
All right. Make sure you guys are keeping track of how many you have left and stuff. You're pounding them down like Monster Energies at this point.
This is my last one.
All right.
I only have one.
I have none, and I'm very hurt.
Should we perhaps go see if Sister Gariel wants to come with us and pick up some more potions? Maybe something we should have done before we left.
I'd be down with that.
I hate to retreat, but I think that's a good idea. Let's try to
we
take
haven't
the bricks first.
we haven't done much, so now would be the time.
Right.
All right. You guys gonna loot the Gricks?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want
heard.
to try to take off whatever I can on them.
All right. Let me check those rolls real quick. Let's see. Monster loot. A second. What the fuck is it? I should have had this open. Alright, here we go. Alright, make a nature check for both of them. And you can do 2 separate checks, whoever's going to attempt to loot them. Alright. That one on the alpha succeeds. And that one definitely succeeds on the small one. So you're able to get both hides. The Grick alpha hide can it into a stealthy cape by itself without needing the other part because it's a much larger hide. And you do manage to get the hide off of the other one as well.
So I got 2 Grick. I now have 2 Grick hides and 1 Grick alpha hide.
Yep. You also get the Alpha Beak, which can be potentially crafted into like a great axe. It's a huge beak. You can basically turn them into blades. You get 1d4 Grick tentacles from the small
leave
Grick.
I'm not keeping those.
Okay.
How big? How heavy is the beak?
Let's see. The beak is probably about, say, about 10 pounds.
Okay. Cool.
The whole beast was like 200, so. All right, that's about it.
The way that thing was changing left and right with our rolls, that could have been a potential party wipe.
Yes, I was worried there for a minute. I was like, oh, jeez. All right. So, what are y'all doing?
Yep, we're gonna
Head back?
head back.
All right, you make your way out of the cave with the dwarf's rings in tow, as well as your trophies from the Gricks. And
No.
clamber out the way you came in and find your horses outside.
I'm gonna take my rope too.
No.
Yep. All right. And you make your way back to Phandelver. 15-mile trek back to the town. It's about noon at this point.
Cool.
And you've spent the morning exploring the cavern.
Gonna head back to Barthen's and pick up some supplies.
All right. Guys roll into Barthen's. Back so soon? He notices that, like, Jinzy's basically hanging on by a thread. What happened to you, laddie?
Oh, you know, it's the first time for everything. You got any potions?
Remind me not to do whatever it is you guys. Sure. What do you want? Healing potion, greater healing potion.
Yeah, just how much are your healing potions?
Yeah, let me check. He says regular healing potions are 50 gold pieces, but for you, I'll give it to you for 40.
Yeah, give me 3 of those.
All right. And he hands you 3. You give him 120 gold. Let's see here. Let me check on the greater
No.
healing potions real quick. Da. Potions. Where are you? He says it's 200 gold pieces for the greater healing potions, but I'll let it go for 150 for the heroes of Phandelver.
I'm gonna buy 2 of those.
Okay. And you guys can search for it in the compendium yourselves and drag it into your character if you want. If you're not already doing that.
I'll buy 4 of the regular potions of healing.
4. All right. Well, let me make sure I have enough stock. Yeah, it goes scrounge around a little bit more, and he does manage to come up with 4 more. He says, that cleans me out.
300 gold, but whatever.
All right. Anything else?
That's
Pleasure
it.
doing business with you. That was a nice sale.
Actually, I'd like to get. Do you have any lamp oil?
Ah, yes. Indeed I do. Let's see. Lamp oil will be... 5 silver pieces for a gallon.
For a gallon? Okay. Sold.
All right, he hands you the container. Anything else? Like you've had a rough day already.
What other items do you have?
Well, I've got. Let's see. Will you be fighting? I take it.
Yes.
I've got. I do have a shield here now that people are sort of buying and selling weapons at my shop in the recent weeks. Don't have any full sets of armor, but I have a shield and a few weapons.
I think that'll be all for me for now.
All right, suit yourself.
Does anyone in the town do any leather work?
Well, there is a smithy. He could probably help you out. He's across the street, and he points across to a small shop.
I want to go there after this.
All right.
While he's doing that, I'll go by and grab Sister Gary. I'll see if she'll come with us.
All right. Cool. So you make your way over to Sister Gariel's, and she says, "Oh, I've been in combat already today, huh?" And grabs your stuff. Says, "You found the cave, Gundren's cave."
I'll give like a defeated look, be like, "Yeah, we thought we could do it on our own, but we need help."
She pats you on the shoulder with a knowing smile and follows you out the door. Meanwhile, Oratir heads over to the smithy, and he sees a halfling at work, kind of hammering away on a very small forge. But he looks up and asks how he can help you.
Well, heard you might do work with leather as well.
Indeed.
I have
What do you
these
need
greg-
done?
I have these greg hide.
Ah,
I think they can make a pretty good cloak.
Greek hides. Ah, we've been busy, haven't we? He takes the hides and looks at them and says, well, I can make probably one cloak out of these two, and another one out of this one. Is that to your liking?
Yeah, what about this beak? Is there anything you could do with it?
He looks at the beak for a second. Well, I suppose I could turn it into a spear, perhaps? Or maybe a
No.
club, or... I don't know. The beak's pretty hard, and he kind of taps on it. Maybe an axe?
No.
If I file it down a bit?
I'd like to see what the kind of axe you could make.
All right. Let's see. Well, I'll need some money up front. Say, say 25 gold to secure some handiwork, and then you can pay me the rest when you get back.
Works for me.
All right. He takes the gold and heads back into his smithy. Meanwhile, Ferone saunters up the street with Sister Gariel.
Look, I brought help.
Are we coming back today?
We don't have to.
I would say we probably should rest up before we
Ah.
head back tomorrow.
That sounds good.
Agreed.
Isn't it only like noon?
Yeah, I'd like to
yeah.
attune with these boots.
Okay. You guys want to take a short rest then?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the tavern and drink.
Yeah, all right. Sounds good. All right, the party heads over to the tavern for their short rest. You guys can go ahead and roll your hit dice or whatever you're going to do. And as you've been walking around with the boots, Jinzi, you've been dancing around a little bit, fighting the Grick and stuff, and you realize you can jump further than you could jump before. And I will put the boots in your inventory. Let's see. As soon as I find them. All right. Treasure. Jinzi, where you at? right, you should have those in your inventory now. Basically, it lets you. Your speed's 30 feet now, and your speed is not reduced if you're encumbered or wearing heavy armor. There may be other, deficits to wearing heavy armor, but especially if you're not proficient. But also, whenever you jump, you can jump 3 times your normal distance.
Holla. So I can get rid of these dead guys' boots. Cool.
All right, you guys knock back a pint. Toblin comes over and chats with you for a little bit. Gariel says that she can heal up your wounds now if you want.
That'd be great.
All right, so let's see here. She is going to.
Freeze.
Look at your guys.
Did we lose?
Who needs hit point? I know Jinsey does, but hello.
Yeah.
I still need to.
Hello.
Hello?
You guys hear me?
Hello? Well, I mean, if we're gonna do a long rest eventually, then
Yeah,
Like-
that's what I was thinking.
Are we going back today?
no.
I thought that was the question before.
Yeah, I thought we
mean-
said we were gonna hang out today and go back tomorrow.
Yeah. That's why I went over and started drinking.
Oh, okay. So long rest then, not short rest.
Well, let the day go on. Hang out.
Go back and talk to Gundren.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we did. We do have something to tell him.
I mean, if you don't want to, yeah, I mean, you tell me if you want to take a short rest or what.
We're gonna
if you're gonna. Yep.
We took a short rest.
Yeah, we took a short rest. We're eventually going to take a long rest, so we don't have to worry about casting spells to get hit points back.
I think we're
Okay,
gonna
so
wait.
You're gonna
for
sleep
that.
overnight.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, then you can head back to the hen house if you want, or whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I want to head back to the hen house.
Right.
Rowan can stay and drink if he wants.
Yeah, I'll chill here.
All right. You chill with Sister Gariel while the rest of the guys go back.
Tavern and chill.
Tavern and chill.
T-shirt idea.
Gundren sees you guys come back and says, "Back so soon. What did you find?"
Gricks everywhere.
That is unfortunate, but glad to see you survived.
I kind of walk up to him and I'm like, "What?" And unfortunately, we found these on a dead dwarf, and I put the rings on the table in front of him.
He looks down at them and holds them in his palm, and gets like a somber look over his face. He says, I feared it was so, and I hadn't heard back from only the one."
So far, only the one.
We're gonna go back and keep looking.
"Well, I appreciate you." And he kind of goes off by himself. He says, "I need to get some air." He walks outside.
I walk over to the bar and grab a drink and just kind of chill for a bit.
I'm gonna walk in the back and ask Nargle if she can make me anything.
All right. Nargle makes you. Let's see. Something from this book of food that I have.
Is it a magic book of food?
Oh, perhaps. She says, "I'll whip something right up for you," and starts getting to work. She says, "I went and got a few basic things from the town while you guys were gone. But we're going to need to resupply here if you want to open for business."
Excellent. I could eat a horse. And that's not hyperbolic.
I'll make you something quick. So she whips up kind of a meat on a stick style thing. Looks like it was probably chicken at one point, and maybe some various other gamey type animals. And fries it up for you. Hands you a couple skewers.
Excellent.
All right. Let's see. Since you guys aren't open for business yet, the rest of the crew has actually left back to their abodes for the time being. Except for Delg, who's still at the bar, kind of taking stock of things.
So Farone's still at the bar. We're still in the hen house.
You guys want to fast forward, or do you want to do anything else?
I'm down to fast forward.
I'd actually, so if I'm at the inn with Gario,
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to ask her a few.
Okay.
So, as we're having drinks, I'll kind of mention to her, be like, so, you mentioned to me before that you worked for the Harpers and you work to thwart abusive powers and have equality between races and help out people in need.
Yes. I haven't had a lot of time for that lately, but with all the adventuring we've been doing. But yes, that is what I've been doing for a while now.
Say that I were to know someone that I've met recently that could potentially need your help in this kind of situation, might be on the run from someone. Would you be able to have anything that you could do to maybe get word around and help her out to where she could potentially, or he or she could potentially be safe?
She kind of perks up at that. Says, "What kind of trouble are they in?"
I know not right now. I just know that they are trying to, seek somewhere to be safe, and they do have people that are potentially looking for them.
Well, you can send them my way, and I will talk to them and see what I can do. Anything for you, Farone. She gives you a little wink.
All right. And I'm assuming at this point I don't know where Makari is residing.
Yeah, she didn't tell you where she was staying.
So I'll just wait to pass that information along.
All right. You guys finish up your drinks. All right. Anything else you guys want to do for
Nope. I'm good.
resurrecting per se? All right. Well, in that case, fast forward. Now the next morning, sunshine, morning time. Everybody feels better. You've magically healed all of your wounds overnight, even though you were on the brink of death twice. It's amazing what a good night's sleep can do. All right. Go ahead and replenish all your stuff. And what do you guys want to do now?
Let's grab everyone and head back.
Grab
Alright,
two
you guys go.
coconuts, hit them together.
I would like to have a character sheet that actually works whenever I try to edit it.
Nice. All right. Gariel saddles up, and you guys head back out, and we'll just pick right up back at the Wave Echo Cave. Let me grab her token real quick.
Hey, that's Farone's job.
It-
Oh, yeah.
I know there's a pretty fair-faced tiefling new in town.
Let's see. All right.
It's all right.
Copy that guy.
If
Whoa,
he
giants.
doesn't make a move, Heron might.
Alrighty. While you guys are poking around, I'm actually going to reload because things being a little wonky.
Character tree is super slow this whole time.
All right. What are we doing?
All right, I head back to that first kind of little area where the pit was.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my rope back.
Yep, go for it. So you guys can go ahead and just clamber down this time. You're a little more familiar with the area.
Come back over to this area.
All right. Cool. The bodies of the skinned gricks are still there. Look like they've been undisturbed.
Well, that's a good sign. I want to come explore down here.
Cool.
Okay. Let me grab my notes here.
All right, should we still leave the light on? Because I feel like every time we put the light on, something bad goes happen.
Yeah, I'm down if you want to turn it back off.
That light.
All right. Plunged into darkness. Thankfully, you all have dark vision. All right, so let's see. You guys see two doors on either side here. And you hear some noises coming from this one. And you don't really detect anything from the one on the other side.
Yeah, I want to kind of put my ear up to this one, look under the cracks, see if I notice anything.
Okay. Let's see here. Come on, notes. Wait for it. All right. So, do a perception check. All right. You do hear a little bit of scuffling noises, but not a whole lot. And you don't see any light coming from in there.
Okay. What about this one over here?
That one sounds pretty empty. It's a little hard to hear over the crashing waves in the background that come in every couple minutes, but you know, you listen down there and don't really.
Cool. I look back at Ortier like, hey, you want to open one of these up?
Did you hear anything?
Only through the one on the left.
Left it is.
Guys are gluttons for punishment, man. Ooh, I hear something. Let's go in. All right.
Right. You don't leave an enemy behind you.
Apparently. All right. Cool. So you guys just busting the door down, or what are you doing here?
I want to check it and see if I can open it.
Yep, it is unlocked.
I open it.
All right. Let's see here. So, you open the door and don't immediately see anything. As you walk in, you notice there's over in the corner here. There is a skeleton that is with its back towards you, and it's kind of shuffling around a little bit, and it hasn't noticed you yet. And hold on a second. You also see a whole bunch of other piles of bones on the floor, and just kind of all kinds of humanoid skeletons everywhere.
Great.
There's like stone benches in here, heaps of rubble. The ceiling is like partially collapsed in here. So what are you guys doing?
I want to try to sneak up on the skeleton.
Okay. Just a reminder, you don't have to fight them. All right.
Don't we, though?
All right. Go ahead and make a stealth check. Oh, hold on a second. I'll turn my TV off. With that, you trip and fall on your face, and you are now prone. And as you slam down and make this huge racket, the bones on the floor all begin to like stir.
Dude, there's got to be something like...
It's a giant bone dragon.
Yeah, this is weird. Like how often we're getting critical failures tonight.
All right, let's bust out real dice and start rolling those and just say it.
I've got him right here next to me. Don't make me do it.
All right, let's see here. So, I mean, I trust you guys. If you wanna roll those, you can.
No,
Fine
I'll
with it.
do it. I'll do it open. It's just weird that we're getting so many critical failures tonight.
Yeah, and there are. You've had a few. You've had a few crits also. Just not ones that counted.
Yeah.
Got a crit on your hit dice there. All right, so let's see. Yeah, the bones start forming into what appears to be other skeletons. You see them sort of magically rising from the ground, and there's a shitload of them. There's probably about 10, and they start to form as like kind of as you guys are standing there at the entrance. What are you gonna do?
We could take them all out, or we could back away slowly.
I'm gonna stand back up and slowly back out and close the door.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow suit.
All right. You do hear bones continuing to clatter on the inside.
Okay, but the door is closed, right?
It's closed. There's no lock.
Which way does this door? Was the door open?
It opens. We'll say it opens outwards.
Okay. Are there any like heavy rocks near me?
There's a huge pile of rubble right here from like what looks like maybe an old entrance that collapsed.
I'm
And
gonna take rocks and stack them in front of the door.
All right. You grab some heavy boulders. Go ahead and make a strength check. All right.
Oh, that'd be
You quickly grab a whole bunch of heavy boulders and start chucking them over by the door. And they kind of slam a little bit into the door, but just pile up around it. And as you're doing that, you start to hear pounding on the other side of the door, as it sounds like skeletal bones just kind of hammering on them. You don't really know if they had weapons or anything at this point, but the pounding just kind of continues as you guys stand back, but they don't appear to be getting through.
Let's.
Excellent.
I want to open this door and go in.
All right.
Josh, I can't see anything. Did you like take away all my vision?
Oh, you can't see anything?
It happened to me. I had to refresh.
Oh, let me.
Yeah. Go ahead and try that. You should be able to see.
Skeletons cast blind on you as
I fell down and hit my eyes on the floor, and now I'm good.
I accidentally
eyes.
landed on both of Genji's daggers that I did not know were there. They appeared out of nowhere.
I am blind and also poisoned because the poison never goes away.
you're basically like Illidan right now.
All right,
I feel like
Jinzi.
Sylvan.
You pop open the door and you see looks like it might have been like a this chamber looks like it might have been an office or a storeroom. Kind of a large stone counter bisects the room. There's some like balance scales made of iron kind of on the counter. There's cubby holes carved into the north wall that are stuffed with paper scraps that are all dusty. A few corpses, gnomes and orcs it looks like, are sprawled across the floor. But they're ancient. And you also see a treasure chest.
Holla, let's open it.
All right. It is locked.
I'm gonna lockpick it.
Go ahead and make a dex check with your thieves' tools.
Good.
There's your crit. Not what you needed, but
Not only do you have luck,
I guess we get double of everything.
you like hold one tool like in between all your fingers, and just like it pops open like a couple seconds later, and inside you see about 60 gold pieces, about 90 electrum pieces, which are kind of the next level above gold.
90 electrum, is that what you said?
Here, I'll just put it in here. That's what's in the chest. You also kind of go ahead and somebody make a perception check. All right. You kind of notice as you're looking around, signs that the Grix might have been in here at some point. And, you kind of know from your history that Grix tend to, like, nest in a certain area and hoard items like treasure and stuff. And there's the treasure chest itself, and then there's some other sort of random junk, like, laying around it. That looks like might have been collected by the Grix.
I want to search through the junk.
All right. Let's see. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay.
Let's see.
Damn it.
Let's see here. Give me a sec.
I'll
You
investigate as
find-
well.
Yeah, get him out of the way.
Yeah.
1d12.
There's so many ones. So
Alright.
close.
Amidst the junk, you find, let's see here, kind of what looks like an ornate stylus. It's probably worth a few coins for sure. Probably some gold.
All right, I'll take the unrated stylus.
All right.
We can split all that up 3 ways.
Oh, you want to split the money up?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, not the gold you found in your thing. Just the stuff we found in the chest.
Wait. So Electrum is between silver and gold?
I think it's.
Looks like it.
Let me check. I thought it was after gold, but I could be wrong.
That's platinum.
Platinum.
Okay. In that case, it's worth 5 silver pieces. Yep. Per electrum piece. Yeah, you're right.
So 30 each of Electrum. 20 each of gold.
Yep.
Gotta open my window. It's getting hot in here.
60 each of silver. And 200 a piece of copper. Cool. It's getting hot in here. So Josh, give us advantage on all our rolls.
Ooh.
Look, I'll play a bard and I will totally sing songs about everything if you will give me.
I'll give you advantage.
If you'll give me inspiration. Okay, so that's all we found in here. Nothing else to notice.
That is it.
What I'd really like to understand is how the Grix were getting in and out of a sealed room. But
It was not a locked door.
yeah, but how are they like manipulating the door?
I mean, it just kind of swings on its hinges.
Ah, okay, so it doesn't have like a locking mechanism or anything.
I mean, it does, but it's not locked. So,
Yeah, they have
there's no
pinnacles.
like, there's not like doorknobs or anything. You're a doorknob. All right, you guys are charging ahead here. Let's see. So you're going up the center.
Yeah, I wanna come investigate the store.
Okay.
See if I can hear anything.
All right. Let's see here. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Come on, one. Nope.
Oh, there you go.
Come on.
All right, you hear what sounds like some noises in there, and it doesn't sound like humanoid eating. It sounds like creatures eating, and you hear like snarling and snapping and some like bone kind of sound.
I'm gonna
Well,
back
let's,
slowly away.
Let's draw a big red X on that door. I want to come back and go. Well, I guess this kind of walk this way a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Making my way downtown.
All right. You see a door over here and kind of an alcove in this area.
Yeah, let's let me listen through this door.
Okay. You don't really hear anything. You are hearing sort of the echoes at this point are getting a little louder from the waves, but you don't hear anything from under the door.
Cool. Let's open it up.
Okay. It opens easily, and inside you see a whole bunch of kegs and not much else. Let's see. It's a good-sized storeroom. At one point, the kegs were certainly full, but many of them are cracked and old with age now, and their contents have long since evaporated. However, as you look around, you realize it could definitely be like a good room to potentially, take a short rest in if you need one. The door could be easily barricaded with some of the wood from the barrels on the other side.
Cool.
Excellent. Well, it's good to know that room exists.
I'm gonna head back down and go check that other place out over there.
Oh, to the,
Yeah, to the right.
yeah, we can do that.
Down over here.
Yeah.
All right, wait for Ferone. He's lagging
Oh.
behind.
I'm just
Or maybe my map's just not updating.
nah. I'm looking around rather than moving.
All right. As you approach here, you see kind of some dense carpets of weird. Go ahead and stop there, Jinsey.
Okay.
Dense carpets of weird fungi
it's
covering
screwed up.
large sections of the floor. You guys hear me?
I think I screwed up Gariel.
Oh, really?
A couple times, if I remember correctly.
Oh, God. There we go.
I got her trapped in a wall.
No. Immersion broken. All right. Now. All right. So you see kind of weird, green-looking, sort of teal-looking fungi covering sections of the floor in this cavern. There's puff balls that are about a foot across, and sort of weird shelf fungus growing on stalagmites. There's large sort of stalks and caps that are a good 5 feet tall. These are some serious shrooms. And some of the puff balls kind of glow with an fluorescence.
You're cutting out a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That just the last pit, they're kind of glowing and whatnot.
Yeah, glowing with an eerie green phosphor.
Just once, I wanted to see something glowing with a warm,
Radiant
neutral
phosphorescence.
tone. Yeah.
It's always weird in green.
It's always weird and green.
Okay.
I'm gonna go in a little bit more and just look around a little bit,
Yeah.
trying to keep my distance from the fungus as much as I can.
Okay, well, you're getting pretty close to them where you're at right now, so I would say, yeah, let me know if you're going to go any closer.
I'm not within attack range. That's all I care about.
You're not within 5 feet. You don't know what the attack.
Okay, I'm not within normal attack range.
Wait, if we really wanted to go up over here, oh no, I could only get one person over there, but I could levitate you, and then you can use the ceiling to go over.
Yeah, but he said it's all on the stalagmites and stalactites.
Yeah.
There's no telling.
On those, is it on the ceiling?
It's not really on the ceiling. You could probably, if you levitated someone, you could potentially, eke them through without getting too close to anything.
I mean, I can jump 3 times my normal distance.
Get you very far.
Let's see.
Can you
Well, if you
jump?
do a running jump, what's the normal distance you can jump? 10 feet, I think, or something? Long jump is 10 plus number of feet up to your strength score. What's your strength score?
8.
Okay, so you can do 24 feet with your boots.
But I mean, would that actually help? You're still gonna be within range of the fungus that we don't know if it's
You could fly past them, or jump kind of over them a little bit. If you kind of go through this area,
Yeah.
you would certainly go through quickly.
Yeah, I'm gonna give that a try and see what happens.
All right. All right, so you back up, get a running start, and leap across. And you can put yourself over whatever square you would land on over here. All right. As you pass the fungus, you see some of the plants kind of bubble and pop and a green kind of mist gas like starts dispersing from them and slowly like filling the chamber.
I'm gonna back away very quickly.
Yeah.
Work my way up this way.
Okay.
Get up, party, bro.
Say what?
You manage.
What'd you say?
I said, good job splitting the party, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah. Just being a rogue.
Just a rogue.
Just rogue things.
The gas starts to disperse after you guys are apart for about 60 seconds. It kind of goes back down to its previous levels.
All right, I'm gonna attempt to run through that gap.
Okay.
You want me to do a check?
Yeah, go ahead and do an athletics check. You're gonna sprint.
I'm gonna.
Oh, snap! All right. You wind up and sprint with terrific speed through there, and again the fungi sort of like popping as you're like running by. Go ahead and make a constitution save for me. All right, nice. You do manage to like hold your breath as you like sprint through, and nothing appears to have affected you. And you like take a gasp as you get to the other side, kind of out of the reach of the spores.
All right, I'm going out of their range, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Urgency. I wonder if they're explosive.
Well, I was wondering.
Or like, kind of like it sounds like they're more like Rice Krispies, you know?
I can back up and shoot a fireball at one and see what happens. Sure.
Firebolt.
Yeah.
I mean, try it.
Let's. I'm gonna back up a little further. All right, go for it.
Gonna get right out here to where probably best line of sight. Yeah, about there.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot just kind of right there. Nice firebolt.
All right, go ahead and roll for, yeah, just go ahead and make a roll and then roll for damage. All right. All right. So you shoot kind of a medium size, and as it hits the gas, there's just a giant whoosh as like the flames like spill out of the cavern on both sides, and the gas or the spores and gas that have been kind of filling the cavern all evaporate, and you see a lot of the mushroom sort of areas kind of contract on themselves and sort of get singed by the fire. And, you know, the gas has definitely been, like, evaporated from the chamber at this point. And
during that
after
time,
the initial fireball, there's really nothing else.
all right, so during that time, can Gary and I quickly run across?
Yeah, go ahead and, yep. I'll say you can run across. It takes the mushrooms a little bit to recover.
So it's kind of funny. I did it with brawn. Ryan did it with like acrobatics, and John did it with braids.
To each their own.
To each their own, indeed. All right, you
But he
made
waited
it.
for us. He waited for us before he did.
Yeah. Yeah. Which sounds like front. Like I'm just saying.
Yeah, I told you that. He's like, would my lady like me to solve this chamber for her?
All right, as you enter the next cavern, you see kind of glittering minerals in the ceiling of this cavern, and they catch the light, send it back, and it kind of creates the impression of like a starry night sky. There's just like a dim light in this cavern. It looks pretty amazing. There's like dozens of skeletons also kind of laying around on the floor, many of them crushed under fallen debris. This cave is large enough that it contains two freestanding structures. One here, which you see, and one over here, which you can't really see yet, but it's like up the stairs. Each of these stone buildings is proportioned kind of for human use, as opposed to like the dwarf-sized doorways and furnishings that you've seen elsewhere in the mine. Both structures have been battered and they have like blackened masonry walls, and their double doors are kind of cracked and scorched. The cavern's divided by this escarpment here, and there's like a set of stairs up to the upper level.
Could we hear listen through the door?
All right. Let's see here. Go ahead and make a perception check. All right. You listen with your ear under the door. The waves actually water now, and you don't really hear anything other than the crashing waves behind you.
Shall we go in?
Shall we mage hand knock first?
No, let's not mage hand. Do the doors like look like they're fastened in any way, Josh, or are they just?
Nope, they are just shut at this point.
Can we like open them slowly and look inside?
Make a stealth check if you're gonna do that. Yep.
Fuck.
Okay. You gently. Well, it's whoever's opening the door, so not all of you.
So it's yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you push the door open a little bit, and it gives out a loud creak as you kind of open it. Clearly giving your presence away to anything that would be inside. So you just kind of peek inside, and let me remove the boundary here. What you see
Will shock you.
is, yeah, it will shock you. You see dust, ash, walls blackened by fire, heaps of debris beneath like this sagging ceiling that show that the room was damaged by a destructive blast. The furnishings, tables, chairs, bookshelves, and beds are charred and splintered, but otherwise well preserved. And also, at the same time, out of the corner of the room, you see a shape start to materialize.
Oh god. Which corner?
This corner over here.
Oh, hello.
Rowan's closest to it.
Yep. It attacks him first. Give it advantage.
And sort of a corporeal form or incorporeal form starts to materialize. And you see that it appears to be kind of a ghostly figure with a crown on its head and glowing yellow eyes. And you see sort of the shape of a body like wreathed in smoke with kind of skeleton-like hands. And it stares at you as you enter the room.
And who are we?
Cock it all.
After a second, it says, in kind of a raspy voice,
Ryan, you
"Your
don't want
presence
right
is
now.
offensive to me. Your life is forfeit. My treasures are mine alone, not yours to plunder."
Well, your sight and smell threaten me. So,
I'm gonna back.
you can back up.
I'm gonna
We
get behind
seek no treasures right now. We are simply looking for an individual.
The wraith turns to you, Faron, and kind of cocks its head.
Have you seen any dwarves in the cave?
Dwarves, elves, there were many here before, but not for a long time.
Well, that is all we are currently seeking.
Now, I have something to seek of you. Your lives are forfeit entering this room. Give me something in return, and I may choose to let you live.
I'm gonna surgically like hide my cloak.
I'm just going to kind of inch off to the side here behind this.
Fair
wall.
enough.
All right. In that case, I will present him with a jade frog with gold eyes.
Ah.
So you hold it out to him, and he stares at it for a second and says, "You'll have to do better than that," with an evil
gee.
grin. What magical items do you desire?
So is the doors open or closed at this point?
You guys left them open.
I'm gonna slowly inch towards the doors.
All right. What's everybody else doing?
Yeah. You're like, magical items, huh? I think I left those in my other book.
All right.
Oh, look, bunt cake.
All right. So the Wraith clearly sees through your not very clever deception. You. All right. Everybody roll initiative. Oh, man. You guys crack me up.
Fight that time, okay?
I
made that
mean,
impossible.
you tried. Let's see. Well, you didn't offer him anything. You could have offered him something.
We
not giving
offered him
him
a
a-
jade frog.
So it's like 10 gold. He wants your fucking soul, dude.
I'd say that's worth
Is
at
that what
least
your
10
soul's
gold.
worth?
Yeah, in some cases.
All right.
Oh, he'll settle for a magic item.
He will if it's interesting enough to him.
All right, so
All
should we
right.
just put our tokens back in the room?
Yes. He does not let you get out of the room before attacking.
God damn it.
All right.
I believe you were about here, Ferone.
He's gonna go for Verone first, regardless. Yes, you're the one he was chatting with. Let's see.
Man, I could have offered them the lantern, but I didn't want to.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think I had.
Battle music on here.
Oh, I had a hooded lantern. What is that?
All I have is a couple spells.
Oh, it's just a regular lantern.
I have the lantern of revealing.
All right, so the Wraith kind of shimmers a little bit, and he reaches out with one incorporeal hand towards you, Ferone, and mutters words in another language. And a green sort of tendril reaches out from his hand and slams into you, or attempts to slam into you. Let's see if she hits. 22 to hit, I'm assuming hits.
That is.
All right. And let's see. You feel the tendrils start crawling over your body, like literally suck the life force out of you, and you take 16 necrotic damage. You also have to make a Constitution save.
You say 16?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Should have given it 2 jade frogs.
That does save. So you do not get the other effect. So you feel the tendrils clawing at you and just do your best to kind of shrug it off. But you're still feeling pretty hurt after that hit. All right. That's it for him. Ortir, you're up.
I'm gonna rage.
Okay.
No hesitation. No questions asked.
Yeah, I'm not asking. I'm doing it.
Let's face it, he was building as he was being hit.
As he slams his necrotic damage, his life drain into you, Ferone says, "You fools! You only had one chance. Wasted it. Now you are mine." And you feel the life force kind of like go from you to him as he's draining the life from you.
I yell back to him, "You had one chance as well."
All right, go ahead, Ortir. Whatever you're gonna do.
I'm running up to him,
All right,
and I'm gonna make a reckless attack.
go for it. You are raging, so
Yep.
nice. That definitely hits. All right. So with Reckless, you slam your axe into him. Your axe hits him, but you feel it kind of like partially go through him because he's fully he's not fully corporeal. So it feels like you damaged him, but not as much damage like normal physical creature.
Okay, but
He reels back a bit and takes some amount of damage. You can see you've hurt him.
Okay, he does take damage.
He does take damage. Yep. And he rears back a little bit. Okay. Anything else?
I'm gonna billow my cloak.
Yeah, his eyes narrow at you. All right, Farhan, you're up.
I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt at level 2.
All right, go for it. That hits. Nice hit.
Go so slow.
Nice. So, let's see. What type of damage is that again? Remind me.
Lightning.
Is that lightning damage? All right.
All
All right. So, you reach your hands out. The lightning arcs out. Purple fire like encompasses him and up and down his kind of body. You see him kind of twitching, kind of like weirdly, and he does appear to take damage as the lightning, kind of travels over him. But he doesn't appear to be super hurt by that. Not as hurt as you would expect.
With that, I'm also going to. Oh gosh, where? Yeah, move back to here.
Coward.
All right, Jinzi, what's up?
Yeah, I'm gonna race over right here. I'm not gonna worry about my venoms. I'm just gonna attack him first with my short sword and then with my dagger.
Okay, go for it.
And I get the sneak attack since he's
Yeah,
since
he's
Ortier's right next to him.
engaged. Yep. Distracted. 7 does not hit. 19 definitely hits. All right, so you slam your dagger into him. I think do you only get sneak on the first one? I always
Yeah, so it's just the 8.
Okay, so it's 8. Okay, you slam your dagger into him, and again, it through his form, but it does hit something solid eventually, and he does take some damage. All right,
Cool. That's it for me.
Gariel goes. Let me see what she has in her. Actually, John, do you want to? I can continue to play her, but if you want to do combat for her in the future, that would be fine. Also, let's see.
Figured probably best for you two. I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. Just want to throw it out there as an option. She casts. Let's see, what does she have prepared here? She casts Shield of Faith on Oratir at level 1. Let's see. And so she speaks the words, and a shimmering force field appears around you, and you now have +2 AC. Oratir.
Nice.
All
He's still
right.
gonna wreck my shit, but
And she also runs towards the back of the room. All right. The Wraith goes next. Oratir, he turns his gaze on you and casts the same draining bolt on you for 21.
God damn it, that hits.
Go ahead and make a con save. And that saves. You, in your rage, shrug it off, but you do take 13 necrotic damage, which I don't think that
Yeah, no, that doesn't
matters
it's
for
not-
rage. Yeah. So you feel the life force draining from you. He cackles with glee. All right. Oratir, you're up. Or, I mean, yeah, Oratir, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna reckless attack him again.
Go for it.
21 hit.
Yep. All right. Slam your axe into him yet again. And again, it appears to partially go through, but he does take damage. And it's a weird feeling, kind of like you're, slashing through like Jello or something. Let's see, that's it. All right. All right. Anything else?
We'll get through him eventually. No, I'm good.
All right, Farone.
Alright, I'm gonna do damage with my connected Witch Bolt.
Go for it.
Ooh.
All right, 4 more lightning damage arcs out, and he appears to pretty much shrug it off, but you might have damaged him a little bit. He cackles a little bit. All right. Anything else for him?
Nah.
Okay. All right, Jinzi, you're up.
Cool. Same thing.
All right, that hits. And you get the sneak attack this time.
Yep.
Slam the sword into him. Go ahead and roll your second attack. Nice, that also hits. So you're just kind of, as he's focused on Ord, it's like, yeah, just kind of slamming into him. Your arms are just kind of flailing a little bit because he's not really fully there. But you do appear to have damaged him a bit more. Let's see. So, and, all right. Let's see. Gariel, let's see. You lose some health, Oratir. All right.
Yeah, I've lost some health.
All right. Gariel's going to go ahead and cast Healing Word on you. Actually, she doesn't have that prepared. She's going to run up and cast Cure Wounds on you at level 1 for 10 points of healing.
Oh, that's good.
Nice.
Make sure I'm... So she's cast 2 things so far. All right. And then it's the Wraith's turn. So the Wraith, at this point, says, "You cannot win. I am the master of this place." With that, he, like, raises into the air a little bit. The ceiling's not super high. And then he flies across the room. And you guys can both take an opportunity attack at him and lunges for Ferone.
Okay.
Go ahead and take your opportunity. That hits. All right, so you slash at him, slam into him a little bit as he goes by. Both of you do, and he takes all that damage. Let's see, so that is... gee,
Holla.
math, Jesus.
31.
Community resistances.
All right, so... All right,
Well,
so...
I don't get the sneak, so it's...
Yeah, I took that off. So you do cut him a little bit, and you do see him like slowing down a little bit at this point. And kind of like his movements aren't quite as fast as they were before. And he starts speaking in what sounds like it might be infernal. And then he lunges at you, Ferone, with his life drain. And that's a 19 to hit.
I'm going to cast Shield.
Nice. So that, what is that, 5 AC?
Yeah, it adds 5.
Okay, so that, I assume, misses then?
Yep.
Okay. His bolt shoots out, and it deflects off the shield as you raise it in front of you. Nice.
Does that break your concentration?
No, it comes from that.
Yeah, I don't. You're not. Oh, you mean the witch bolt concentration? Yeah. Okay.
And it's also not concentration spell.
Gotcha.
Oh, it's
Okay.
not. That's all.
Oratir, you're up.
I'm gonna run back at him.
Okay. You get flanking.
Yep. So I'm not doing.
Reckless. All right, that hits. All right. You slam the axe into kind of the wraith's like back area, and he does cry out at this point as he takes more damage, and he's looking. You know, it's kind of hard to tell because he's a wraith. I mean, like his body's just like smoke, but he is slowing down and kind of looking a little more panicked. All right, Ferone.
So you can't disengage as a bonus action, right?
Not unless
Yeah,
you have.
not
we'll
unless
do
you
that.
have-
Yeah, you need like a skill or something to do that.
You can do it as regular action though.
Yeah, but that would disconnect my Witch Bolt.
Would it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because if I don't use my action to do damage, it effectively stops. So spell ends if you use your action to do anything else.
Gotcha.
But it appears that it might not be doing the most damage I could do right now. Entirely sure.
The wraith is, in front of you, is kind of like creaking and like sort of cracking with like weird movements. He is kind of looking fairly damaged to your untrained eye.
Oh god. Yeah, I'm just gonna do more damage to him with the Witch Bolt.
Okay. Nice. The Witch Bolt slams into him, and at this point, the Wraith actually kind of crumples a little bit, and he was kind of like floating towards the ceiling, and he kind of comes down more at this point and starts sort of chanting in some other language.
And then, yeah, I'll just stay there.
All right. Jinzi, you're up.
I'm going to rush over and take some more hacks at him.
Okay. That hits.
Cool.
All right. So tell me how he goes down.
So I rush over from the side, and I basically just do a lunging thrust with my short sword. And I noticed that, it kind of goes in a little easier this time, almost to the point where I almost fall forward because I wasn't expecting it. And then I noticed like kind of the physical parts of him just kind of melt in a way as kind of the spiritual parts of him just kind of, billow away and smoke and disappear.
Nice. As he kind of, vanishes in a slowly sort of disseminating puff of smoke, you hear him sort of whisper with his last breath, sort of cackling, saying, "You can't kill me. I can never die." And then he's gone.
Cool.
All right. GG, guys. Good.
That was a good game of Dark Souls. I'm glad we played it. Is there anything left behind, or is it just gone?
There is. Let me see here. I think there is.
Do you like that Witch Bolt?
Actually, a lot of people consider it one of the worst spells you can use.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's nice now for a lower level because it's my highest roll thing, and the automatic damage is nice. I'm sure as I get higher level, it might become more useless because it only being 1d12 on every subsequent attack.
Well,
All
I'm
right.
sure
Who's gonna try to loot the Wraith?
I can do it.
Whoever does it has to make a Arcana check.
Frone can do it.
Yeah. Go for it.
All right. Cool. So you kind of it's like a
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
what?
No. I just rolled an Arcana just to see what I would get.
Oh! I missed that. All right. Well, regardless of who looted him, then you find kind of in like after the smoke clears, you see a little pile of like things on the ground over where the Wraith was floating, and you look down and you see some dust, and you recognize it as sort of a magical dust called phantom dust. And I will do like a 1d2, like a coin flip for All right, so you find 1 ounce of this, and I'm just going to paste in what it does. And so you're going to have to manually add that to your inventory and all that good stuff. You also find a spirit cloth. And this can be crafted into a bag of holding.
Do it! Cool. Can we take this as a snack of opportunity?
Not done yet. You
No,
also find
okay.
1d6 vials of ectoplasm.
Gross.
I'm just going to paste these things in here. So you're going to have to roll a 1d6 for that. And you also find 1d6 vials of shadow flux. All right. You can roll. Faron's rolling since he's looting.
Oh,
You got to roll 2 1d6s for one for each of those to determine how many you get. So 2 ectoplasm and 2 the other one. And you'll have to add those to your inventory.
Is anyone else like a little bummed that the Gricks were harder than the Wraith?
I mean, I think we just got better rolls on the Wraith, and I think we kind of made the whatever the other things were kind of harder on ourselves.
It was also a Grick Alpha, which is a much higher challenge, actually. So,
am I taking all of this stuff, or does anybody want to hold on to stuff?
It's all you.
All right.
let's see.
Oh, okay. How good to know I wasn't imagining things.
Say what?
Nothing.
We're imagining things?
Yeah. About the Grick Alpha being harder.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
It's
Can
huge.
we take like a 5-minute break?
Yeah, I gotta put all this stuff in my inventory anyway.
No, you must fight. Of course.
Everybody, get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper.
All right. Yeah, we'll be right back.
Sounds good.
Look out.
Ba-ba-dum-bum. What's this?
I love seeing how they follow Ryan around.
Daddy. Pay attention to his dad. Started playing favorites with him yet, Ryan? Oh, he's not listening.
Alrighty, I am.
Started playing favorites with those doggies yet?
Have I started playing favorites? No, because they both do shit that like is great and then also pisses me off. So,
Nice. So equally disgusted with both. Cool.
yeah, basically. Well, so I guess the one thing is like Anna barks, but that's not her fault because I taught her how to speak, and when I did that, that's when she kind of started barking more.
Oh no.
But as is demonstrated right now. But yeah, no, they're at the end of the day, like I took him to the groomer. They were there for 4 hours. I was missing the hell out of them during those 4 hours. So
Nice.
yeah, so
That's how it is. Good
It's
stuff,
been a
man.
it's been a good time overall.
All right.
And is
You
Anthony
guys
back?
killed the Wraith. I don't know if Anthony's back.
I'm here.
Cool.
Nice.
I mean, I didn't leave. I didn't need to take a break.
Oh, brag.
Right.
I mean, I took a break whenever John was talking.
Bladder of Steel.
I need you to make a persuasion check on that.
Need to make a Constitution check for bladder.
Yeah, can I do a? Would that be like a?
I got an 18. Fuck you guys.
Would it be a performance check on like to get like a strong steady stream? You know.
Fire in the hole. All right.
It's a deception check. I'm doing this Amazon style.
Nice.
I could use a little bit of healing.
Ah, yes. All right. Gariel's going to cast something on you. She will cast at level 2. She will cast Cure Wounds. And that is 19 points of healing.
Holla.
That really helps. That's the wrong.
All right. What's the party doing?
Cool.
I'm going back out here.
Well, there's this other door over here, right?
Oh yeah, there's. Oh,
Can I listen through it?
Yes. You don't hear anything. It kind of looks like a closet door, maybe.
Let's open her up.
All right. Pop it open, and inside you find a storage room, and you get the sense looking around this, the whole room with the wraith and everything, like quarters. You see some scrolls, some books, and you also find what looks like kind of a little treasure hoard that maybe guess the wraith might have been hoarding.
Oh, in this closet.
Yeah, in the closet. Let's see here. The chest is unlocked. It's kind of scorched a bit.
Let's open
You guys
her
gonna
up.
open it?
Yeah.
All right. Inside you find 3 diamonds.
Ooh, one for each.
They're worth about 100 gold pieces each. You find an interesting wooden pipe adorned with like platinum filigree, and it looks extremely exquisite. And it looks like it may have belonged to someone of import.
Oh, cool.
There's also a spell scroll of friends. So
Let's roll what?
friends.
I'll take that.
You said an exquisite pipe is how you pronounce it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wooden pipe.
Cool. Apparently I don't know how to spell exquisite.
And you also find 50 electric.
I'll take 10.
Yeah, I'll take 10 as well.
So I take 30.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Anything else?
That's it.
Can I guess, investigate a little closer, see if I see anything else?
Sure, if you want to. Go ahead and roll an investigation check. All right. You look around. You flip through some of the books. They do appear to be, kind of like old writings. A lot of them are like history stuff, but nothing that looks particularly valuable.
Okay. Gonna head back out into this main area out here.
All right. You see the staircase to your north up here, kind of going up the small precipice, or small escarpment there.
Cool. I guess I'll kind of want to sneak up. Well,
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and sneak up.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check. All right, you cling to the shadows and stealthily make your way up. Feel like you are unseen. Up here, you see a double door to the second room that I mentioned. And, it looks like a interesting room. The, let's see here. The double doors are a little bit scorched. And there's kind of a crack in the middle that you can peer in.
Okay. We'll peer through it.
All right. You notice, kind of peering through the corner, it's a large workshop, and it looks fairly well damaged. It looks like an ancient battle probably happened here. There's rubble kind of in different parts of the workshop, but some of the workshop's still intact. You see benches in the corners of the rooms, kind of, with various tools on them. You also see that the plaster has kind of been burned off some of the walls. In the middle of the room, there's a stone pedestal. And in that pedestal is a small brazier, in which there's glowing an eerie, like, purple flame. And it dances and crackles as you watch it. The pedestal and the flame appear to have been untouched by the rest of the forces that have, like, destroyed other parts of the room. They are pristine and intact.
Ooh.
Also of interest, kind of behind that pedestal, you see floating a spherical creature, roughly about 4 feet in diameter, floating just in the air, kind of meandering around the room a bit. 4 eye stalks with eyeballs on the end protrude from its central mass. 2 on each side. And in the center of a body, in the center of the body, there's a large, it sort of, glances around the room absently.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna say we're going back to town now.
All right. I'm gonna walk back over here to the group and basically tell them what I see in there to figure out what we want to do.
Well, Gundren's brothers are dead. We're done.
You also notice as you're, stealthing around up there, the sound of the crashing waves is much louder now. In fact, it sounds fairly close by, and you sound like you're hearing the source of it, not the, kind of, not just the echoes anymore.
Are we moving around?
All right,
stealthily? Do we need to
Jinsey,
do a
before
stealth
you
check?
keep moving, let's figure out what the party's doing. So, yeah, is everybody stealthing up? Like, you guys are walking
Yeah,
around. What's happening?
I'm gonna stealth up.
All right, go ahead. Everybody make a stealth check if you're trying to do it as a group. Except Jinsey, who's already gone.
Okay.
All right, I gotta do one
hitting
for Gary.
Oh my god, no. No.
So Orator lets out a big fart.
Damn, dude. That's like the second stealthy type thing you've tried to do. You've got a crit miss. Oh, that sucks, dude. All right, hold on a second. I gotta make one for you too. Not that it maybe matters at this point. All right. Well, she didn't roll too well either. All right, yeah, you guys can see that. Okay, so, Orator, as you're walking past the double doors, you're kind of looking around and like distracted by the ceiling, and you trip and you don't fall all the way down, but you stumble and drop your axe, clangs to the ground with this huge crash that just like echoes throughout the room. And as you sort of stop for a second gingerly and like look, you pick your axe up, and in your head you hear a voice, and the voice says, kind of this low, like burbling sort of. It sounds like the voice is like talking through like molasses or something.
John Cena.
Says, are you here to check on the forge?
Yes.
Make a deception check.
Hmm.
Oh my god!
Dude, what the fuck?
All right, pull out some dice.
Oh my
This is
god,
not my
dude.
fault.
Oh man.
Damn it, roll 20. Wow, 2 critical misses in a row.
Well, but it's funny that critical miss actually, goes back to me saying, yes.
Let's see. So with that, you hear a voice in your head. The voice kind of says, "Indeed," with sort of a skeptical like sound. All right, what is everybody doing at this point?
Staring awkwardly over at Ortier to see who he's talking to.
I'm gonna very fast walk up here.
Okay. All right.
Seeing him do that, I'm gonna do the same.
All right, Farone, what are you doing at this point?
I'm gonna try and follow all of them.
Okay, so you guys are just kind of rushing past the room, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. You don't, nothing comes like barging out of the doors or anything like that as you rush past.
My sphincter clenched a little bit. I gotta tell you that. Right. I mean that in character and out of character.
What, are you guys just standing there, or whoa, your icons are now upside down. Cool. I don't know what just happened.
Yeah, we're
Can
just
we
like,
can we listen to this door?
Sure. Let me see here for a second.
I want to critical miss something else. Come on.
Cool. All right. You listen in there and you don't hear anything. I mean, you can make perception. Go ahead and make a perception check. All right. Yeah, you don't hear anything. You hear the booming of the waves. The booming of the waves sound like they're very close now. In fact, you hear them echoing really strongly from this kind of hallway over here on the right, and there's a staircase leading down over here that you see.
I would also like to listen through that door to see if I hear
Oh,
anything.
You don't trust me now, Genzi?
Not at all.
He started talking to himself.
Jinzi, you don't hear anything, but yeah, you don't have to make a perception check.
Okay.
I might be like, guys, whatever you saw in the forge, I think it asked me if we were here to check on the forge, and it didn't believe me when I said yes. So,
So we're not gonna check on the forge.
I don't recommend it. Because I don't know about you, but I have heard of beholders before.
I've heard of beer holders before. Hey.
Go ahead and make a Arcana check for own. All right. So you didn't actually look in and see, the beast that Jinzi peeked in and saw, but as he described him to you, you recognize that this was probably sort of a lesser beholder type creature, like maybe a spectator, based on like the size and sort of the number of eye stalks and things like that. So, you realize it's certainly nothing to be trifled with, but also probably not like, not something that you couldn't potentially overcome.
Yeah, so doesn't sound fully like a beholder to me, but yeah, let's not mess with it.
We can come back.
You do know that, in general, beholders of all types are very dangerous, even the smaller ones, and have a variety of like magical attacks and things like that.
That's okay.
I kind of want to keep following this around.
It looks like a beholder. It sounds like a beholder. I'm gonna say it's a beholder.
Must be about.
All right, so I'm going to continue to stealth down this staircase.
Okay. All right. Everybody roll stealth again.
Can I not?
We'll do a group stealth. Oh, shit, where's Garrett? Stealth.
I would like to not roll anything for the rest of the game.
All right. You guys do manage as a group to stealthily make your way down there, and you see a body of water. There's kind of a narrow ledge up here that overlooks a really large cavern. There's a surging, seething body of water. The rhythmic booming that you heard before is louder here. And kind of at regular intervals, you see a fresh surge of water that funnels into the chamber and slams against the wall just below the ledge. The echo suggests that this cave might be just one arm of a much larger cavern to the northeast. And, you know, as you look kind of off into the darkness, you can see the water coming from sort of avenues up here, but, you know, you can only see so far. The ledge that hugs sort of the, you know, outside of the water here is about 15 feet above the water level. But when the water surges into the cave, the water comes up about 10 feet.
I want to investigate over here.
All right.
Because this looks like a formed hallway.
Yes, it is, actually. Let me see here. A second. All right. So... all right. Let me remove the... So you're kind of in like a channel, sort of, you know, a handmade channel, definitely not like a natural channel, coming from that part of the sort of water chamber over there. And as you peer in, you see kind of a giant mechanism that looks like it might have been like a blast furnace and like a giant bellows. And let me see here. The channel is kind of like about 5 feet deep, so you can easily kind of peek over the edge and look out. As you kind of peek over, you do see, and they haven't seen you yet, but a variety of monsters. You see a floating skull, and you see a whole bunch of zombies around, kind of meandering around the ancient forge.
Hollow.
So I see a lot of Walking Dead up there.
Cool. Let's not go
The
that way.
flame skull is kind of floating around, meandering kind of in between the zombies. It's got like green flames coming off of it.
Green flame.
Glowing red eyes.
Sorry.
The channel is dry. There's no water in it. But there is a water wheel that you know, an ancient water wheel that clearly used to be turned by the water coming through the channel that you're standing in now.
Guys, I wonder what happens if we raise the water level. Can I kind of peer down into the water and see if I see anything?
Sure. You peer down and, you know, it's roiling, bubbling, heated water, basically coming from somewhere deep within the planet. You know, it's basically a giant, like, you know, hot spring.
Gotcha.
So you can't really see anything beneath, like, the frothing water, is it? You know, normally it kind of, like, sits there and just moves around, waves coming from...
Yeah, so boiling, I'm assuming too hot to want to jump in.
Yeah, I mean, you can certainly try.
Whatever you want.
But it does appear to be steam coming off of it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to continue to head up this way.
All right. Let's see here. All right, you make your way through a natural-looking corridor.
Making our way down the corridor.
All right, you guys still stealthing at this point?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna say your previous rolls are fine for now. You come upon what looks like an old stream bed, and go ahead and stop at the edge of the ledge there before you go any further. The passageway, kind of that you just crawled through, was like pretty shallow. You actually had to kind of crawl knees for part of it. It's only about 4 foot high. But you come out the other side into like a large cavern. Down kind of below, you see what probably was a stream bed at one point, but it's dry now. And you don't see any creatures immediately, but you notice a stone staircase. And kind of the cavern's pretty large and kind of goes off into the distance. Oops, sorry. I know you guys can't see where I'm pinging, so over here.
So we don't actually see any water in here?
There's no water, it's dry.
Okay, so this is just like for illustration purposes?
Yeah, that's kind of showing you the bottom of the stream bed. Yep. Correct.
Okay, and how far down is it here? Can we tell?
It's about, let's see. It is about 15 feet down the escarpment here. So you could, it's not real steep. You could slide down if you wanted.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
kinda
it
wanna
probably wouldn't be the most quiet if you slide down, but you could just get down there.
So you want to jump down and see what you find?
Why me?
Because you've got those special boots.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Or do you want to try to jump across?
Well, I don't think I can. I was thinking about jumping across, but I don't think I could. I could get running start, but it's 30 feet across, and so I'd be
I
just
think-
shy.
I might be able to throw
Yeah.
you.
I'm not doing that again.
That's worked out so well every time we thrown him.
I
Look,
say
I'm
we
just
all.
saying, my rolls are great.
I'm just saying, even at the beginning of this whole campaign, when I tried to throw him to cut you down, that did not go well.
Yeah. No, I'll slide down and look around.
Oh, you know what? I actually I said something wrong as well. So the stream bed that I was referring to, I was reading the stuff wrong. It was actually the tunnel that you guys crawled through before, not the bottom of the map.
Okay.
So there is actually a small stream at the bottom of the map. It's not real deep though, but there is some water coming through.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Do
I'll
we see
slide.
any steam or anything?
See any what?
Do we see any steam or anything?
It's not really steaming. Nah.
Okay.
Looks like if it comes from the same source, you figure it may have cooled off by the time it gets there.
Okay. You want to, Jensen, you want to try to go down or you want to try to go over?
I'll go down.
Okay.
So
All
yeah,
right, you
I'll
just sliding
slide.
down, or what are you
Yeah,
doing?
I'm just gonna slide down.
Okay, make a athletics check. Nice.
Holla.
You slide down with expert grace, and plop on the bottom with nary a sound.
Cool.
Still stealthily.
Nice.
So in the cavern, you see there's kind of a you see the stream. You see several ropes secured to iron stakes along the western edge of the rift, like up here. So it looks like it's kind of cordoned off a little bit. I mean, you're like at the bottom right now, so like 15 feet down, but it's sort of the top of the escarpment on the other side is kind of cordoned off. You see signs that there was like digging in this area. Yeah.
But I don't.
Go ahead and make a perception check as you're poking around down there.
Oof.
You see the stream burbling next to you.
It's so pretty.
You do see the two, from the other side, you staircase over here, as well as, the stream's actually running like to the top of the map from elsewhere.
Cool. Yeah, I kind of whisper up to the guys. I motion for them to come on down.
All right, everybody make an athletics check if you're going to slide down.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. All right, so Ferron, you're able to slide down. You make some noise on the way down there. Shattering though. Gariel unfortunately kind of trips over her like robes and like tumbles down and does a little bit of a somersault and like flops on her back, and she's like prone now. But she gets up a little groggily, and like brushes herself off. Oratir, you got to make a roll yet if you're going down.
He's afraid to.
All right, Oratir, you're able to come down without too much effort and ninja your way down the slope.
That's right. Don't make me roll anymore, please. Can we try to climb up the other side?
Yeah. Let's go look at the staircases.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a athletics check to try to climb. Or do you want me to do
Go ahead and all right, you're just like trying to clamber up the side. Yep, go for it. Make another athletics check. All right. As everybody's trying to clamber up the other side, out of the darkness shoots a tentacle.
Damn that darkness.
Attack darkness.
From this side of the room. And quickly after that flies 3 other tentacles and reaching out for you. And let me do something real quick. All right.
Damn your nomads.
Oratir, does that hit you? 12?
No.
All right. Jinzi, 16.
No. Oh wait.
What's your AC?
Yes, it does.
All right.
This thing
let's
crits
see.
me again. I swear to God.
Ferron is 10. That probably misses you.
That misses, yeah.
All right. And then Gariel, 15.
I mean, it's telling us what's attacking us, right? It's not a Grick.
It's not a Grick. All right. Yeah, I probably should have changed that to
Doesn't
be.
matter. It's a tentacle.
Shit. What is her? Oh, her
So
AC is actually
whimsical.
16. Nice. All right. So, she bats away one of the tentacles as at her. So, Jinzi, unfortunately, you're the only one that gets grappled. So the tentacle wraps around you and starts dragging you this direction. And what you see as you're being grappled, pulled slowly towards this thing, is one of the stalagmites, tights. I always forget which is which. On the ground, has sprouted an eye and the gaping maw of like incredibly sharp teeth. It's a pretty big stalactite. And out of the sides of or tendril out that you kind of grasping for everyone, and it's slowly starting to reel Jinzi in. So everybody go ahead and roll initiative. Dun, 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 dun.
It's C for ceiling, G for ground, Josh.
A second.
So you were right, stalactite.
Gotcha. Thank you.
I was waiting for you to finish before I said that.
Thanks. I was like, wait, what?
Tights are the ones that are on the ceiling because they hold tight to the ceiling.
Yeah, well, it's the
Right.
stalactites because it's got a C in it for ceiling.
Nice. All right, and that's the giant creature you see.
Stalagmites are on the ground because they have a G in them.
All right, let me get my initiative up.
I don't know how to spell these things.
It's okay, you're really good at math, and that's all that matters.
All right, so the roper, which you've realized it is at this point, is going to reel you in, Jinzi. Let's see, yeah.
He's pretty.
So he reels you 25 feet, and so he is able to reel you, and you're like kicking and screaming as he like reels you towards his gaping maw of like incredibly sharp teeth.
Junji, no.
All right,
I
he's
didn't
gonna
make
make
fun of you.
a bite attack against you with his
And he's-
teeth.
Probably gonna succeed and crit me, and I'm gonna die. I'm calling it right now.
This cave.
All right, let's see here. All right, he gets a 9, which misses. So he tries to chomp down on you, but you're able to like jam sort of a piece of your like arm, like wedge it between his kind of like slams down on it, but doesn't actually pierce you. All right, but you are considered grappled, so you can. Let's see, where's my grappled thing? I think it's web. Restrained, I mean. Let's see here. Check my handy dandy GM thing. All right, so
He just means the speed is set to 0. What's it?
speed is 0, but you also get disadvantage on dexterity saves, and attacks against you have advantage. Yeah,
Wait,
and
so,
your
like,
your attacks have disadvantage.
but for the grapple, like for his attack, he didn't have to do a check for the grapple. The rope
Oh,
edition?
actually, hold on. Never mind. I was looking at restrained. There's also grappled. You're grappled, not restrained. Yeah, it's just your speed becomes 0, so you can't move. Okay, cool.
Wait, but he didn't
Alright.
have to do he didn't have to do a check against it.
I think you can do it on your turn. You can So while you are in the tendril's grasp, you can make a strength check against it.
Yeah, I mean, like what you go say goes, but I'm just asking, like when the monster attacked him, he hit for the attack, but he didn't have to do like a check for the grapple.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure on the timing of that. For now, I'm gonna say you get on your turn.
Okay.
But
So
yeah,
James's got
next time we can do it that way. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Okay, so that was his turn. Gariel's up. She's gonna let me see if she actually has anything offensive. All of her stuff is. She's gonna cast Shield of Faith, level 1 on Jinzi. So Jinzi, you get an extra +2 AC as shimmering force field appears around you.
Nice.
All right, so just remember that for next time or next hit. All right, and she's gonna move over here. All right, Jinzi, it is your turn. So go ahead. I'm gonna say, as a since you didn't get to do it last turn, you can use your reaction to make a strength check this time. And you are still grappled. All right, so you can make an attack with, not at disadvantage, just with a normal attack against the creature if you want. You can also attack the individual tendrils if you want.
If I attack the one that's got me grappled, that'll release me.
Mm-hmm. Yep. If you hit it and you kill it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna attack it with my short sword.
All right. Unfortunately, that does not hit. So you try to slash at it, but you can't really get your arm out when you hit it. That is that. All right. Can't move. So Ferron, you're up next.
Do I not get my second attack? My bonus action?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, go ahead. The same thing, or are you attacking the main body of the creature?
Yeah, same thing. Attacking the tentacle.
Unfortunately, that still does not hit. It's
What?
extremely hard to hit this tendril, especially when you're grappled. All right. Ferron, you are up.
Right. I'm gonna move back over here. And remember that I can actually do this thing, so.
Brave Ferron was very, very brave.
And, yeah, I'm gonna shoot this thing in the face with a firebolt.
Do it.
Where's my mouse?
We're gonna die.
Yes. Yes, you are. All right. Did you roll already? Okay.
Yeah.
That, you're shooting the main body.
Yeah.
That does not hit. It reflects. I mean, the surface of this creature is basically stone, and it just dissipates on the stone.
Cool.
All right. Ortier, you're up.
I'm gonna yell at Jersey. I want to try to help him. So
Okay.
can I, as an action, try to free him, or do I need to attack the tentacle?
You can make a strength check, and we'll say you get it. You can do it We'll say Jinzi's helping you because he's like trying, flail himself free at the same time. So both of you together, you get advantage on the strength check against the tendril.
Okay.
Nice. All right, so as you're kind of wrenching around, you manage to pull him out, and he rips off part of Jinzi's like pants as as like one leg is exposed now. As you wrench him away from the tendril with like other tentacles like kind of flailing around you. So he is now freed.
Put that belt knife away.
Nice, good work, man.
Nice. Thanks, man.
Okay.
And I'm gonna rage.
All right, go for it. So you are raging. I'm gonna put one on mic just to remember.
No.
Yeah, you can try.
No.
All right, actually, that sounds too big. Like covers your entire face. All right. All right. Did everybody go? Yeah, everybody went. All right. It's the Roper's turn. He's gonna go for you, Oratir, again. Actually, let's see. He's gonna just try to bite at you because you're like close within range.
No.
Ooh. He gets a crit on you, Oratir.
I'm glad I'm fucking raging.
All right, so as you're like trying to free Jinzi, the the teeth, you feel the teeth just slam into you, and you take 22 piercing damage.
You take 11 piercing damage.
All right, and the teeth just like stab into your area.
You just hear me roar.
All right. That's it for his turn. Actually, he's also going to make a tendril attack. I forgot he can do a multi-attack. He's going to try to grab Gariel. And that does succeed, and she's going to do a strength check.
Hold on, Farone's the only one whose tendrils can grab Gariel.
Well,
Quote unquote grab.
She fails her strength save, so she is now... And he starts to reel her in. And actually, he's going to take... Let's see. Yeah, it does use reel. All right, he reels her in. And Farone, he can reach you as well. He gets a critical miss. So, let's see. As the tendril flies out, you're... Go ahead and... whatever you want to do. Probably just a melee attack, not like a spell attack.
you're
So
cutting
just
out.
use-
What am I doing?
Oh, sorry. Make a melee attack against the tendril that just whipped out at you.
I
Like
assume with my
staff
staff.
or whatever. Yep. Nice. That hits. And go ahead and roll for damage. Nice. You slam into the tendril with your staff, kind of dodge out of the way, and it kind of like jerks back a little bit and like. All right.
You kind of like what?
It jerks back and like retracts back into the main body.
Because Farone is the ultimate warrior.
Yes. All right. Gariel's up. She's going to try to take an action just to free herself. So she's going to do a strength check. Let's see. There is strength. And she manages to wrench herself
Nice.
free. And
She's
she
a maniac.
she sprints back away from it, but he takes an opportunity attack on her and misses. So she's too quick. All right, Jinzi, you're up.
I'm gonna stab the bastard.
All right. Let's see. You try to stab into the rock, and oh wait, do you get you don't get advantage, right? Yeah, you don't have advantage. Okay.
Before Gariel moved.
Yeah. Thanks,
Yeah,
Gariel.
true. Good point. You stab into the rock, and you're not able to kind of like penetrate the hard armor.
Yeah,
Okay.
penetrate.
All right.
Yeah.
What block would I have to be standing in now to get advantage?
Just, I'll move on to the other side of him. Don't worry.
Over, we'll say, if you were like on this block here.
Yeah.
I mean, right here would be advantage, right?
If it goes through the body, I would say you'd have to be one, like the kind of opposite diagonal. If you can draw a line from your 2 icons across the body, then that's flanking.
Okay. Well, I'll move over there anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try to attack it again then.
I mean, you can move. You have enough movement to go flank it. You just have to move over here.
It's fine.
He won't be able to get it on this turn.
Yeah,
anyway.
he won't get an attack of opportunity because you're not moving away from it.
No, I know.
Well, no, but he won't be able to get it flanking on this turn anyway.
I would if I moved first and then attacked, but if you're gonna move over there, then
Yeah.
it's fine.
Why wouldn't he get flanking?
I mean, where would he move that he'd have flanking?
Right here.
Oh, from me? You'd say that would be from me?
Right
Yeah,
there.
the way flanking works is if you can draw a line through the creature you're trying to flank, like if it's a
okay.
large creature, it
Okay.
does count as flanking. So if
Okay.
he was right here, it would work.
But if I move right here with Genzi still where he is, he'd have
Yeah,
to
that
move
would
forward.
still work. Yep.
Okay, cool.
But it's
That's
his
what I was
turn.
going to do, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So basically, like any of these spots, where you're saying?
Yeah. Those 2 spots would both work if Jinzi moved there. Yep.
It's fine. It wouldn't have helped on that roll anyway. So
Yeah, you already took your action, so you can't move now. No, wait, you can still move.
it's fine.
I mean, you did both your attacks already. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is
All right,
fine.
gotcha. All right. Next up is Varone.
Okay, now determining. Ooh, wait.
Varone, make a Actually, who has high nature?
I only have one.
2.
I have 2.
Jinzi, make a nature check for me. Oh, Jinzi and Ortir. All right, nice. So Ortir, you've heard of these creatures before, and you kind of know their general abilities and stuff. And you know that ropers actually can generally be they're generally hungry, right? And they want meat. So if you can give it something to eat, it could potentially be appeased and not continue to attack you.
Except I'm raging, so it doesn't matter that I know that.
Cool.
It was a good try.
Jinzi,
Okay.
you don't know that.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, that is that.
Back to whatever else.
Yeah, it was a good try. I mean, I'm trying to play it straight on my rages where I'm not really, I can't think straight.
No, you're that's good. All right. Who's up? Varone's up, right?
Still me, yeah. So, I'm assuming since it's kind of a stone creature that my lightning stuff's not gonna do well, so I'm just gonna try and do a firebolt.
It harmlessly reflects off of the stone surface. Right. Or dear.
Actually, I'm gonna back up a little bit too.
Okay.
Oh my god, again?
Hey man, I got a long range. Giggity.
It's like Gariel is less of a coward than you are.
Just trying to
Man, she's also gotten grappled and almost didn't.
trying to
Alright.
make it where less damage is spread around.
You're up, Ortier.
Alright, I'm gonna move over here,
Nice. Do you have flanking?
and I'm gonna attack.
Nice. It hits. Finally got a hit. Nice. You slam into this creature. Feel your axe finally penetrate through the rock surface and hit into a fleshy underbelly and the creature cries out in pain and its tendrils start waving around, and that's a good hit. All right, you see some blood trickling out of the wound. You pull your axe back out. All right, anything else?
I'm gonna build on my cloak.
All right. Nice. All right. The roper makes a tendril attack against you. 17 to hit.
Nope.
All right. You bat the tendril away. Let's see. How far are you? 40 feet. What's the range on these things? All right. Another tendril shoots out at you, Farone, for 9 to hit. You deflect it with your staff. It's pretty far at that point. All right, and he's just gonna take a straight bite attack at Oratir. 11 to hit.
Nope.
You slam the axe like in between its teeth as it chomps down, and it just kind of like just like grapples onto the axe. Doesn't hurt. All right, Gariel's up. Let's see. She's like, oh, she does have guiding bolt. Let's see. I don't think I have it. Yeah. She's gonna cast Bless on the party. It's 30 feet though, so she's only Jinzi and Ortir are gonna get it.
Ha!
So that's her last level 1 spell. Alright. So you get a d4 to add to your attack rolls for the next minute.
Nice.
Okay. Jinzi.
Back to stabbing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got
Go
advantage.
ahead
this
and,
time.
yep, make your attacks. Alright, first one hits, even without the blessing.
That is a sneak, right?
That is a sneak. Roll, yeah, actually, second one hits. I forgot you had advantage. So, yeah, they both hit, even without bless. Alright. And, yeah, the d4 doesn't matter, because it's only for attack. So,
wow.
10 plus, what was that,
9.
14, 15, 16, 17, so 27 points of damage. Wait, are you doing the poison damage, or no?
No poison.
I think
damage.
it's off. Okay, all right. So you just kind of stab into it, and you find the wound that kind of slammed into it with his axe, and you just kind of like go ham on that specific wound. Just kind of stab, and just blood starts like gushing out, and the creature's starting to like kind of wail in this weird sort of sound. All right. So that is 27.
Holla.
Damn, that was a shitload of damage. All right, it's looking like a lot of blood's point, so it's looking pretty hurt. All right, Farone, you're up.
Kind of still shoot in the face with a firebolt.
Go for it.
And that.
All right, that's all right. Hold
Doing
on a
great this round.
Oops, that's not what I want. You critically miss, and unfortunately, let's see. Go ahead and roll for damage on it.
You're fucked, Jersey.
The spell explodes in your face, and you take the full damage of the spell to yourself as it like engulfs your robes, and you're like burning fireballs. You kind of like dance for a second, trying to put the flames out. All right.
Too bad I didn't pick that I was a fire-resistant dragonborn, or not dragon, sorcerer.
All right. Ortu, you're up. Unless you're
I'm
gonna-
gonna attack.
Go ahead. 18 does not hit. Go
I
ahead and
got
roll your
D4.
roll your blood. Nice, 20 just hits. Slam another axe into it. More damage.
I like
All right,
Ariel.
it's looking pretty hurt at this point. What were you saying?
I said I like Gariel.
All right, the Roper's getting mad at this point. He whips out with his tendrils. Hortier, 9 to hit. You shove it away. Let's see. Farone, 24 to hit. It grabs you. Go ahead and make a strength save. Nice. It grabs you, but you're able to like twist yourself and wrench free, so you are not grappled.
How much to?
And then-
Oh wait, no. You didn't say any damage, right?
What's that?
You didn't say any damage, right?
Yeah, no damage. But you are able to wrench free.
Cool.
It goes after Gariel and misses. And then finally, one more. Jinzi, make a strength save. Oh, damn. All right, you are grappled again.
It's not
All
fair.
right. All right, it's gonna also make a bite attack against Oratir, and 14 to hit. I think misses.
That misses.
All right, continue to shove it back and just kind of like deflect it, or kind of like shove your armor in between its mouth to make sure it's like not biting down on your actual flesh. All right, Gariel's up. She's not gonna cast any more spells because she's out at level 1 slots. Jinzi, you're up.
Cool. I can still attack it, right?
Yeah, you can attack with normal
right.
attacks.
Yeah. Well, here we go.
Tentacles like wrapped around your torso. You're just like, yeah! That one hits. Roll the next one. Roll your extra d4. Oh, second one just misses. Your first short sword slams into the wound, but the second one can't get the dagger in. But you do just a ton of damage with your sword. Slam it into the open wound. All right, the creature's starting to look hurt at this point, and it actually looks like the tentacles are starting to retract. It actually lets go of you, Jinzi,
Haha.
and drops you. Ferone, you're up.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and cast Ray of Frost on this guy.
Nice.
Firebolts.
What's the range on that?
Oh wait, that's right. 60.
Okay, I can go for it. Nice. Roll your. Oh, you don't have blessing. Damn. Yeah, that misses unfortunately. The frost kind of crystallizes around the outside. Would it have any
All right.
effect?
I'm just gonna chill here and like put my foot in the water and just kind of play with the water because I'm not doing much.
All right, Ortier.
I'm gonna climb the wall. No, I'm gonna attack it with my great axe.
Nice. That definitely hits. All right. How do you want to do this?
I chop off its head right below its eye.
Okay. Nice.
With a mighty swing, I just hack into it, take out the section of its face right below the glowing eye we can see, and
Awesome.
it just kind of goes in pretty deep, and at some point it stops struggling.
Nice. The tentacles sort of fall limply to the ground as the eyes slowly closes with your axe embedded like halfway through it. And it is dead. Nice fight, guys.
The Ropa is dead. Guys, I'm starting to think that this place is dangerous.
Eh.
Says the guy that doesn't do anything.
Do we want to call it after that, or go a little longer?
You want to go find a place to rest?
Yeah, we can head back to that room we found.
Let's do that.
It's a pretty
That's
far
so
way
far.
back.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you guys want to, here. I mean, there were not really any other creatures along the way directly, so I'll say you can make it there without any more checks as long as you follow the same route back.
Yeah, we're just going the same route.
All right. All right. I'll just move your tokens over.
I'll do
Hold on
it.
a second.
I'll do mine anyway.
Let's see.
Thank God you're not making me roll for shit. I seem to roll fine in combat.
All right. There we go.
I'm in the room.
Cool. All right. Well, that is where we shall end today.
All right.
The depths of Waveku Cave.
Do we want to take a long rest or short rest? Guys.
I mean, we're just gonna pick up where we left off next session, right?
So short rest.
So yeah, short rest is fine.
Kind of short. The only reason to do long would be if we want to get some of Gariel's slots back.
Alright, I'm back up to full. But I still only have 1 rage.
Alright.
It's up to you guys. I'm down with you.
It's fine. I mean, we can just start from there. It's
Fine with
not a
short.
big deal. Josh, do you want to do anything else, or do you want to wait for, like, before the next long rest to do XP or whatever?
You can do your XP now if you want. Let me, which will probably level some of you guys up. Let me figure out how much XP you got. So you killed a Wraith, killed a Grick Alpha,
A regular Grick, a Roper.
and a Roper. Let's see here. So, the Roper was divide 1,800 amongst yourselves.
600
yeah.
each.
You have to give it to Gariel as well because she helped significantly.
Ah.
And let's see, the Grick Alpha.
450 each.
Mm-hmm.
The Grick Alpha, you get 2,900 total to divide 4 ways.
For the Grick Alpha, or for the Grick Alpha and the Grick?
Just the Alpha.
2,900 4 ways.
725 each.
720.
And the regular Grick is 450 total. I can put it in chat.
So
if it's
150
easier.
each. 150 each.
Alright, and then the Wraith was the last one. For the Wraith, you get 700 total.
175.
So that's 1,500 total.
Oh, it's so close. Oh.
Let's go kill a few more things.
Guess
Time.
who's leveling up?
Go kill that Beholder, man. That'll probably put you over the edge.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Come on, you know you want to.
I can level up. Well, we can decide next time.
So I am, Ryan. I bet you are too. I'm 26 experience points away.
Oh,
Just go like hit the wall or you know, chop some mushrooms down or something. Get 26 experience.
can you tack into one of these barrels and get? I hear that they put that in
Bar for a
orbs.
few minutes.
65.
I'm just gonna give it to you. It's fine. If you're that close, if you and Jinzy are level up. That's like not worth even tracking.
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
I mean, to be fair, I cut you guys short on some of the other encounters anyway by a little bit, waiting. So you can just take the extra points.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Then I'll just put it at 6,500 then.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's what I did too. And I'm leveling.
Right.
Yay!
Cool.
Woo! All right, I'm gonna move us back to the Sword Coast here.
After my rolls today, I'm not rolling for that.
Hey,
Yeah, you guys had some doozies today, man.
Josh,
that?
you know what I get at 5th level, right?
What do you get?
Extra attack.
Oh shit! So with Frenzy, you get 3 attacks, right?
Yup.
My sneak
That's
attack damage increases to
pretty neat.
3d6.
Ooh.
Starting at 5th level, when an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to have the attack's damage against you. Holla at your boy.
Nice, bro. You needed that.
You have no idea.
You need hit points, son. You're
I
pretty
just
squishy.
I just got some. Hush, leave me alone.
I also got movement speed. So now my movement speed is 40.
Ah, that's cool.
I get my first level 3 spell.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and like Gariel's just gonna stay at the level he's at. To make it simple. So I'm gonna level her up as well.
I also
So
need
there
to
is some
figure-
benefit.
Yeah. I mean, that's generally how they have like a whole like mechanic and everything, and that works. So.
Dude, I'm actually excited about the 40 speed too.
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
All right, let's see. Yeah.
All right, neat. Thanks for tuning in. See you next session. Bye.